Yeah, what is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. Just can't get away from it. We're back on X-Plane 12 in the X-Crafts Lineage 1000. That's what's on your screen right now. Hope you guys are ready to fly in style. And this one right here is special. Wait till you see the cabin. Oh my gosh. Greg Feaster's ready though. Joker of all trades is ready. I got a seat for you, man. Skill. Big Fat Boy Games is in the house. HT Sims in the house. Element is in the house. Yo. What's up, man? Oh, you guys are going to show up early today because we want to get a good seat in this. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna spoil it right now. This plane has a bed. Yeah. So, who's gonna claim the bed? Who wants the bed? Who wants it? Yes, sir. All right, let's get to it. We got not a long flight, but it's a lengthy flight. So I want to get to where we're going, get our passengers where they want to go as soon as possible. If you guys hear me, okay, let me see those airplane emojis in the house. If you're hearing me, Lima Charlie, loud and clear, 5x5. That's what I like to see. Also, I'll take this moment to say, hope to see you guys at Flight Sim Expo in June. Oh yes, it's coming up. It's coming up fast. We're less than 2 months away, and this is one of the rare opportunities for all of us to kind of meet and see each other in person and kind of get together and gather all about Flight Sim. So that's coming up. So big shout out to Flight Sim Expo. We are a partner of the event. I just noticed my mic was loose on the desk. But anyways, guys, we're back in X-Plane 12. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It is your boy Blue, and this is the X-Crafts Lineage 1000. This is technically an Embraer E190, but this is a business jet variant, and this is actually one of the largest business jets in the world. Yes, I mean, probably not bigger than a 737 business jet. It's about the same. It's about the same. It might be, I don't know, it might be a little bigger. I'm not sure. Average Dad Gamer, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Element says I got the window. Don't worry, man. Everybody has a window seat in this thing. Great views out of the window seat. We'll see him. Greg Feaster, good to see you, man. AC says 5x5. Let's get to it. All right, bring music down. We'll do a quick walk around before we even get started. Actually, we'll go inside. We'll get powered up, and then we'll do our walk around. How about that? Yep, that sounds good. Beautiful. All right, good. All right, cool. We're gonna turn the music down a little bit. We'll hop into the interior. 777 BBJ would be like, is there a 777 BBJ? You know, there is a 767 BBJ, but this is those. I feel like those planes, even though they're called business jets because they're like chartered, they're still kind of like have like rows like a normal airliner. I kind of think might have a bit more leg room, but I don't think that those aircraft really. You'll see. I'll show you guys the back here in just a little bit. First, let's get started off by getting the battery and stuff on. So go to the top, battery 1, battery 2 into auto. We'll go and get our fire extinguishers tested, or APU fire test.
Captain Blue, the cabin is ready for departure.
Oh, nice. We got a what's her name? Emma. I think Emma is riding with us as our lead.
Hey folks, welcome
flight
to our
attendant.
ride with NetJet's Flight L1000. Heading from the stunning Grand Canyon to the vibrant city of Portland.
Alright, let's get the APU
I'm Emma, your flight attendant for today.
Where's APU?
Our captain is Blue,
Over here.
and our first officer
On.
is Steve. We're
And
expecting
start.
a smooth flight time of
Hold there for a
about
couple
1
seconds.
hour and 58 minutes.
Got our emergency lights,
40,000 feet.
arms. We got smoking
Now,
signs
let's
on.
go over some safety
We'll get nav lights,
The passenger
strobe lights
seatbelt,
off,
insert
logo
the
light
metal
on.
plate into the buckle and pull the strap to
We'll
tighten.
kill that
To release, lift the top of the
annoying
buckle.
caution and warning
In case of a
lights.
sudden drop in cabin pressure,
We
oxygen
should
masks
have
will
a
automatically
GPU,
drop
which we
from
can
the
actually
panel above
connect to also while we're waiting
Pull
for the
mask
APU.
towards you.
That's now in
Place
use.
it
It should give us the
firmly
rest of
over
our
your nose
screens.
and
There they
mouth.
are.
Breathe normally.
In the meantime,
If needed,
we'll go over here to await
assist
and
others
balance,
after
and I
securing
think I
your
found my
mask.
flight plan. Let me double check.
Your life vest is
I
located
did.
under your seat.
I did. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and
Slip it over your
import
head,
our
fasten the straps around your
flight
waist,
plan.
and
Today
pull
we're
the
flying from
back
Grand
into
Canyon
place. If
to
necessary,
Portland. We
use
left
the
off yesterday. We had a really fun. If you guys missed it, definitely go back and watch. Go back and watch the live stream or skim through it. It's it's like 2 hours long. But We did 2 hops yesterday in the Challenger 650, my absolute favorite plane and my favorite business jet in all flight sim right now. Great plane. But anyway, we did a shared cockpit flight with me and Element. Did 2 hops. We flew from Modesto to Palm Springs and Palm Springs to the Grand Canyon. So I thought, you know what, why not? We'll continue from the Grand Canyon. We'll take a different jet back up the west coast to Portland today. So that is the plan. That's going to be about an hour and a half-ish. Matter of fact, what we'll do, our call sign is November 116 Bravo. We will be on VATSIM because at the moment, not anymore. Never mind. I was about to say at the moment, LA Center is online, but not anymore. They are gone. And that is why, shameless plug, I want to shout out to one of our sponsors, Say Intentions. We use Say Intentions, which is an AI ATC program. Just like Beyond ATC, if you guys are familiar with that one. It's just like an alternate version of that. But in my opinion, I prefer it. I really do. So we'll be using that. You can decide whether or not you like it or not. Also, for people who are partners of Say Intentions, today they released an alpha version of the traffic injector. So check that out. You can get an update for that right now if you are a Say Intentions partner. But anyways, we'll be using that one since LA Center decided to get off. And we are left all by ourselves here on VATSIM. And I like to have some ATC, man. So I'm going to definitely do that. I already have it running in the background. The voices you just heard was our flight attendant. I believe her name was Emma. Let's go ahead and see what her name is. Let's go ahead and ask her real quick. Hey, what was your name again? Let's see, I can't remember what her name was. She told me. I should remember. I should definitely remember. Load the plane while we're waiting for her to respond. Does she hear me? My mic set up? Let me double check that. Let's do this. Alright, let's try it now. Hey, what is your name again? Let's see if we get a response from that or not.
Hello, Captain Blue. My name is Emma. I'm your flight attendant for this journey. Let me know if there's anything you need.
Well, welcome aboard, Emma.
Hello,
glad
Captain
to have
Blue.
you.
My name is Emma.
Oh, she heard us multiple times. Now she's repeating it over and over. All right, cool. Anyways, we got Emma, our lead flight attendant today. Take our perf. We'll worry about that in a little bit. We'll go and do our walk around really quickly.
Let me know if there's anything you need.
Actually, we'll get the ATIS first. I'll do that first. All right, 124.3. I'm not hearing anything on the ATIS.
054 Zulu. Wind 210 at 13. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 1000 feet. Temperature 18. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3011. Density altitude 300 feet.
I don't think there's a clearance here because this is a class Delta, right?
You have information
Airport,
Delta.
I believe.
Grand Canyon National Park
here.
Airport, information Delta. 0054
I believe this is a class
Zulu.
Delta.
Wind 210 at 13.
It is a, yep, it's a Delta. So there's no clearance delivery here. So we'll get our ATC clearance from ground for that reason. So let's go over to ground. Ground is on 121.9er. Mohammed, when am I gonna play Train Sim World? Potentially later this week. We'll see how the week goes. I think the APU's on, right? Yeah, APU Gen I think is automatic. Is that right? Yeah, I think black means on. Yeah, it does. It does. I'm not hearing anything on the ground just yet, so we're gonna hop out, go to walk around mode. So I mentioned yesterday when we were flying in the Challenger, which has its own walk around mode, that there's a add-on on the X-Plane store called walk around mode. So if you ever want to have the ability to walk around X-Plane just like you do in Microsoft 2024, you can do that. I'm using that mod right now. It works very well, and it's really cool to see the aircraft from this perspective. So if you're an X-Plane person or you're coming from Microsoft Flight Sim and you still want that same experience, this is honestly, in my opinion, the best way to do it. Love this livery though. Check out that. Oh wait, listen to the windmilling blades here. This is nice too. Nathan, good evening to you, man. Welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna walk back here, make sure everything looks good. Yeah, honestly, X-Craft's one of the best, like, when it comes to visuals of an aircraft in X-Plane, they're one of the best guys for that. Now, what's cool about it, X-Crafts, is that they also back it up with great system design as well. So it's not like just a shallow, oh, it looks good on the outside, but it flies like crap. Like, it's actually, it flies as well, and the systems are as deep as it is beautiful. So it's very, very nice. What's up, Yusuf? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome aboard. We're just doing a walk around, man, so you're not too late. We still got plenty of room on the plane. We're currently in the Grand Canyon National Airport, and we're headed towards Portland today for our flight. So if you want to ride along, there's plenty of room. We got a couch, we got beds, or a bed. Look at that gear, man. Looks so good. Now, if you have the X-Craft's E-Jets, like any of them, the E190, E175, E1, all that, like it's the same plane for the most part. It operates the exact same way. This is just, again, the only difference with this one is the interior, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's some like performance stuff that might be different. You see our tail's kind of sticking over the fence, so we're obviously not going to go back there. But from what I can tell, everything's looking pretty good. Am I using the Honeycomb Bravo? No. My setup today is the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke with the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing throttle, but I also have a Boeing throttle mod by Sierra Delta that gives me much larger, much more realistic throttles. They are 3D printed, but they're still pretty good quality, and even the Toga and auto throttle disconnect buttons work on the throttle too. So I've been using that for a while. If you want to know more about that, like in detail, I do have a video that I posted, I want to say last year, about it, but really cool. It's a bit pricey for sure, but I've definitely got the money's worth out of it, even though I didn't pay for it. It gave it to me, but had I paid for it, I would have got my money's worth. So I fly it. Like, ever since I installed it, I have never uninstalled it. I always use it. All right, looks good on this end as well. How much is the walk around mod? Let me look it up since you're asking. X-Plane walk around mod. There it is. How much is it? How much did I pay for this? Oh wait, there's a free one too. Oh, cool. Well, there's also a free one. That's not the one I have. Walk around X-Plane 3.0. I have the walk around plugin, which I think is this one. I don't know. I don't think that's it. That's not it either. Bro, how many walk around are there? I actually don't know. I can't find it. It's not on the first page when I search that term, but there is some walk around modes. I'm gonna have to look it up myself on my thing. D Motley, welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate that, Muhammad. Thank you so much, man. I need a setup video update. I do, because everything has changed. Every time I make a setup video, like months later, my whole setup completely changes. Matter of fact, I'm actually thinking of ways of how to change my setup again, because I'm actually sort of outgrowing it, which is a massive blessing, I should say. Now, I don't think walk around mode allows you to actually walk upstairs. No, it does not. So that's one thing you cannot do with it. But it gives you that feeling of walking around, which is nice. All right, we'll hop back inside and finish with the setup. Walk around is complete. All right, let's go to our FMS and we'll do that thing. So we'll go over to, I think, flight plan, right? No, routes. Routes. And that's our nav data. I think we're good. We'll continue. Again, as I said, can I import the flight plan in this plane? I don't remember. Let's just put Kilo Golf, try November to Kilo Papa Delta X-Ray. And I'm going to see. I've actually never tried. I don't know if you can. HD, if you're watching, can you import a flight plan from SimBrief without using the downloader thing? Like, is it like integrated like that, or? I don't feel like anything is happening after I hit send, so we're just gonna do it manually because I don't know. So for that reason, we'll go over to routes. Yeah, we're on route already. Okay, so departure. Just activate. Oh, activate. Okay, there we go. Activate departure. and then runway. So for runway, for what we're expecting today is runway 21. Again, I always can change. We'll see what ATC has to say about it. It'll be the grand for our departure. Transition will be Bishop. Didn't say it here, but I think it's probably the only transition available. We'll hit apply. Yep, there it is right there. And then we'll hit activate and hit arrival. And actually, no, we have some waypoints in between there. So let's go do the waypoints. Go back to routes. Next page. And then from Bishop, we'll go to Corker. So Charlie, Oscar, Romeo, Kilo, Romeo. Oh, crap. We can do that. You're not supposed to see the cabin yet. I'm going to show you guys that later. All right, so Corker. Boom. And then from there, we're going to hop on the Quebec 3.5. And to do this, all you can do is click on, the waypoint. So Quebec 3.5. I'm going to click on the last one here. That's going to place it above it. And then we're going to exit that airway at India Mike Bravo. I think it's good practice, at least from time to time, to put your flight plan in manually. I know I usually import them, because we're kind of spoiled, man. Like we got it easy these days, back in my day we had to put flight plans in manually. No, but yeah, it's good to practice putting the flight plan in manually so you don't forget how to do it. So we'll go runway. It's kind of backwards, so it's going to ask us for the runway. We're at the moment expecting 28 left, but again, this could always change. We're 2 hours away from getting there. So ILS 28 left. What was it that I wanted? Let me go check what I had. It was was it Schaefer? I think it was Schaefer. Pretty sure it was Schaefer. Yeah, Schaefer is our approach transition. And then our star is going to be the Hood 5. And whenever you see that my arrival number matches up, means my Navigraph data is good. So that's good to go. But the Hood 5 via Jotba. And there we go. And apply. And done. That's our whole flight plan done. There's no discos there. We can go to flight plan and check if there's any discontinuities. There should not be any. Nope, that is perfect. That's what I like to see. Anybody remember importing flight plans into Infinite Flight? Oh man, I do remember. Actually, how did that even work? I don't remember how we did it. I remember we did it. I don't remember how we did it. Okay, so it's all activated. I hit cancel there. I've already done it. So that's good to go. And now, next we'll do our takeoff performance. We're going to perf init page here. And we go back to our EFB. And this is we'll do our takeoff perf. So runway 21. Let's get ATC clearance first before we commit to doing the perf numbers. How about that? So let's go check with ATC what we're doing, where we're going. So we're on ground, I think, right now. Yeah, 121.9. And let's call them up. Yep, all you have to use is the downloader HD. I'm surprised he hasn't updated it to allow you to import all the other planes, at least in Flight Sim. Anyways, there's probably a different process in X-Plane, I assume. Okay, so we are calling ground, and we have Delta, and we are Lineage 1000, or no, we're Lineage. Wait, what are they gonna call me? Let me check. They might call me Exec Jet, which we are not. We are not Exec Jet today. We are in the L. Gotta fix my what they're gonna call me here. Lineage. You can tell, say, intentions what to call you. Like if you have a specific call sign, you can literally put anything you want. You could give yourself your own special virtual airline number, whatever, if you wanted to. But our call sign's gonna be November 116 Bravo or Lineage 16 Bravo. Whichever they want to call us works. And then we might get ATC later, and if we do, we'll switch over to real VATSIM ATC. That's all good. All right, let's call them up now. Grand Canyon, ground, Lineage 116, IFR to Portland with Delta.
Attention all aircraft, information echo is now current, altimeter 3010.
Okay. Can I do freight train and next train somewhere alive? We'll see.
Exit 116, Canyon Ground, roger. Portland is noted as your destination. Please advise when ready to taxi.
Huh? That's not what I asked. Let's try that again. That's not... What unplugged? I'm having that issue lately. I'm having something on my PC's unplugging itself. Z-Sim Pilot says it's good to see some good old X-Plane 12 content on your channel, man. What do you think about the update? That's why I'm here, man. I love the update. If I didn't like the update, if I wasn't enjoying X-Plane, I would not be playing it. Brutus, welcome to the stream, man. Bethel, welcome aboard. Why X-Plane 12? Why not? PDX local here. Thanks for flying over to Portland. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's a good question. I guess like why X-Plane, right? I have Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and 24. I have 3 flight sims, technically 4 because I have DCS World as well. And there's certain reasons to fly either. X-Plane recently got an update, which is why eyes are on X-Plane again, right? We weren't talking about X-Plane a few weeks ago because X-Plane, you know, didn't have an update, and this particular update was significant enough to give us a very nice visual, you know, fidelity of the world. And so for that reason, I already enjoyed X-Plane, and what I enjoy about X-Plane is actually the planes in X-Plane. I like this plane, for example. Yes, we have an ERJ in Microsoft, but it's nowhere near the quality of this, right? And so when I play X-Plane, I usually play for certain aircraft. Does that make sense? So, but again, right now is because I've gotten back in X-Plane, trying the update. I've liked the update, and so I'm still playing X-Plane. I'm not giving up Microsoft Flight Sim, right? I know people are going to be like, hey, are you ever going to play Microsoft Flight Sim again? Yeah, of course. Like, honestly, Microsoft is really my main sim now. X-Plane is like the old neighborhood I grew up in, and right now I'm visiting like some old friends for a couple weeks. Like, that's kind of what the relationship is right now with X-Plane. But X-Plane will never be forgotten. I always love my people in X-Plane. The developers, I know they are trying their best to come up with the upgrades. It's a small team. But anyways, let's get let's see if we can get our clearance here.
Portland. I'm Emma, your flight attendant for today. Our captain is Blue,
so that
and
goes
our
right.
first officer.
All right, Grand Canyon ground. Lineage 116 Bravo IFR to Portland with Delta.
To the buckle and tighten by pulling the loose end of the strap. To release, lift the buckle.
There we go. That's what I want to hear.
In case of a sudden drop in cabin pressure,
All right, so that's Emma
masks will automatically drop
doing our safety briefing for our passengers in the back. Again, I can't wait to show you guys this super sick cabin in the back.
Remember to secure your own mask.
November 16, Bravo, Canyon Ground, cleared to Portland. Radar vectors BISLP, then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 40010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.85, squawk 5454. Expect runway 21.
Emergency exits are located at the front.
November 16 Bravo, Canyon Ground, contact tower on 119.0. Take care.
All right. All right, clear to Portland via radar vectors BSOP. Then is filed. Climb, maintain flight level 10,000 or 10,000. Expect flight level 400 10 minutes after departure. Departures on 124.85. Will squawk 5454. Expect runway 21 for Lineage 16 Bravo.
Lineage 16 Bravo, read back correct.
All right, beautiful. All right, let's finish up. Just want to make sure we got what we asked for. We did get runway 21, so that's what we'll put here. We'll do takeoff thrust TO-2. Flaps will be F2 as flaps 2. Wind is dry runway today. Put the weather in for the Grand Canyon today, man. I got a chance to visit the Grand Canyon. I'm not going to talk too much about this right now because we're trying to get the plane started, but I got to visit it a while back, and man, what a sight. What a sight. If you ever get a chance to make it out to the Grand Canyon in real life, you definitely should take it. I have been very blessed to see it more than one time. So Grand Canyon, the weather right now is 210 at 8. Visibility is clear, broken at 1100. Temperature is 16. Dew point is -3. Altimeter 3010. So we'll put in here under winds 210/8 knots. Temperature is 16 degrees Celsius, and the altimeter or QNH is 3010. And enter there. There's our takeoff weight. We hit compute. That's going to give us our takeoff data and all that. So there's our V speeds, flaps F2, runway 21, blah blah blah. There's our V speeds, V1, 128, 131, 36, and 84. It should let me. Yep, there it is. We can send this to the FMS. That'll make it easy for us. So I think it worked. There's no confirmation, but there it is. All right, cool. Let's hop in to the FMS, back into it. So let's go to perf. Perf inits. Next page. All right, cruise altitude is flight level 400. The interesting thing about this plane is that even though it's technically like an airliner, because like, I don't know, it's a business jet, you cruise like at the business jet altitudes. I don't know, it's cool. It's very cool. What's our CG?
Welcome to our ride to Portland. I'm Emma, your flight attendant for today. Our captain is Blue, and our first officer is Steve.
17.8.
Please take your seats according to your boarding passes, and stow your hand luggage under the seats in front of you. If you need any help, feel free to reach out to me for assistance. Enjoy the flight.
Yeah, Emma's a great flight attendant. Been working with her for a long time. Zero fuel weight. Let's take a look at our here. You know what we can do? Make it easy. Let's pop this out. There we go. That's gonna make life a lot easier. All right, so zero fuel weight is going to be 73247. So 73247. Click there. There we go. Next page. Did we fuel up? We did fuel up. All right, that's all good. To data sets, TO2, flex, no flex. We'll do toga takeoff. Go to FMS takeoff page. 210 is the runway heading. Elevation, wind, which it should know. We just put that in, so we'll go put that in again. As I was saying, it is 210 at 8, so 210/8. Here we go. That's good. Back to perf. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. 2 data sets, FMS takeoff, next page. All right, flaps 2. The rest of this page looks good. Let's go to our takeoff page. Here's our V speeds, where our V speeds are supposed to go. But it did not send them. Let's try that again. Oh, I know why. We gotta do data link thing. So if I click on data link on here, go to load takeoff V speeds. Takeoff V speeds loaded, so it's now done. We can now go back to our perf page, back to the takeoff page, and now our V speeds are there. So 128313684. Flaps 2, pitch trim 1.4 up, and that is all good to go, chat. That is all good to go. Clear that out. And I think we're all done in the FMS. Yes, we are. So let's go ahead and finish up with the rest of the aircraft setup, and we will get out of here. We'll go to the top side here. We'll do oxygen mask tests. Why not? All right. Good. All right, throttles are working. Yeah, I think my throttle is disconnecting, so we'll have to watch out for that. P-brakes are working. Flight controls are working. That's good. We'll set our auto brake to RTO, and let's go ahead and close the doors. So go down here to our AFB ground services. We are all ready to go. We're on APU, so we shouldn't need GPU anymore. Uh-oh. Did I not turn the gen on? I thought blacked out meant that it was. Let me check something. Let's see, electrical. Oh, HD is calling. Hold on. Hey, man. Oh, so I okay, all right. So now I hit the APU start. So what I did earlier was I hit on, but I went straight to start too fast. I didn't let it open up. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yep, I see it turn on now. Thank you, man. Yeah, I was about to be doing a cycle there if I didn't figure that out. I appreciate you. Man, HD is always my lifeline, man. Always calls the perfect time. Alright, the APU's actually starting now. Let's go back and take a listen to it. Hold on. Oh, Graham Porter in the chat. I see you, man. Yeah, IF days were good times, man. I was just talking to somebody about Infinite Flight the other day, or earlier today. Alright, I think it's on. Let's get the door shut, and we'll get out of here. Alright, we should be good. We'll go air stairs going to close, and passenger doors going to close. We can go ahead and take a look at that. Beautiful animation. Very smooth. Then we'll go ahead and get the passenger door and watch the same thing. Very nice. Alright, let's see if the APU's on now. Yep, APU is now 100%. So now we can turn off the... I'm glad I didn't disconnect the GPU completely. Like we left it on. So that's good. We can quickly turn it back on. We'll go ahead and disconnect the GPU though. And get rid of the ground objects. Make sure our brake is set though before we do that. Yep, brake is set. Let's go remove the chocks and cones. And leave it on the takeoff perf page for now. And let's go ahead and get ready for engine start. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is crashing your whole PC. Wow. Alright, so we'll get the barrel, which is 3010. We'll put that here on. Alright, cool. It's in sync on both sides, so 3010. He gave us, I believe it was 10,000, wasn't it? In our clearance. Yeah, we're clear up to 10,000 feet, so we'll set up altitude to 10,000 feet. This plane does have auto throttle, and it does have VNAV. It has all the fancy stuff. As long as you know how to use the plane, you basically can let the plane fly itself, which is beautiful about the ERJs. They're much more high-tech than you kind of expect them to be. But anyways, we got that good. Doors are shut. Trim is good. What's our trim supposed to be? 1.4 up. Alright, 1.4 up is set. Let's get the beacon light on. We are just ready to go, guys. Seatbelt signs on as well. And red beacon. There it is. Alright, no pushback. We're in a we're gonna pull straight forward, and matter of fact, our runway is right there. So we basically need to run through everything and be ready for takeoff as soon as we roll off the block. So starting engine number 1 is very simple. Actually, I don't have to go to the top. What am I thinking? It's down here. Click here, go to run, start, 1, 2, 3, and we're firing up. This is your captain speaking. I'm gonna dip and call my boy to see how to start the jet. Johnny Boy in chat was asking, hey, is there a Bombardier Global add-on in Microsoft Flight Sim? No, there is not yet. I'm hoping for one though. Really hoping for one. Alright, we gotta get started on engine number 1. Let's do the same for engine number 2. So I keep looking to the top side, because actually the engine start switches are down here. So we'll close that one, open this one, hit run, and start. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we are on VATSIM, but there's no
Diamond Air
ATC
requesting IFR clearance to Mesa.
in the area, so we're using AI ATC. All right, that's good to go. Good start on. Let's check it actually.
Diamond Air 42 Sierra Bravo
Yep. Good start on
requesting
engine
IFR
2.
clearance to Mesa.
We'll now go to the top here and get our APU turned off by putting the master into the off position. I believe that's all I need to do for that, right? Yeah, that's good. Radio should be already set, but we'll go ahead and double check that. Go here to the radio button here. Right now we're on the ground 121.9er. Tower, as ATC told us earlier, is going to be on 119.0, which is already in standby. And then the departure frequency is going to be 124.85. And we should be squawking 54554 already, so that's good there. We'll transmit TA already, let them know we're about to move. And then we'll go ahead and arm our auto throttle now. Hold on a second. Let's recover that second engine. All right, cool. So rearm our auto throttle, and to do that, I believe I just hit auto throttle here. Yep, there we go. So TO is showing on the left in white, which is good. And then we can set Toga on the throttle, I believe. Did I do it? Did I press it?
Grand Canyon ground. Beach, November 174
Did I press
Lima
it?
Romeo is a King Air 350.
Oh, it's disconnect, sorry.
Parking
Toga's down here.
4
There we go.
with information Delta.
All right, so Toga's been set.
Requesting VFR clearance to
Flaps, get our flaps down. Flaps down 2.
Maintain VFR at or below 7,500 feet. Departure on
There we go, flaps 2 is set.
135.325. Squawk 6721.
You good?
Beach 4 Lima Romeo.
There we go. All right, flaps 2 set. That was weird. Let's do takeoff config.
No takeoff. Flap. Brake.
Flaps and brakes? Oh, flaps are still in motion, that's why. Alright, flaps are now in the 2 position. Yeah, of course the brakes are on, so we'll try that again. Takeoff config.
No takeoff. Brake.
Alright, that's what I want to hear. Alright, we're ready to taxi, guys. We're over on the... what ramp is this? Let's take a look at our EFD. We can grab our charts from here if we want. To go to Avatab, airports, Kilo Golf Charlie November is where we are. We're going to Portland today. Don't really need the charts, we know exactly where we are, but just I'm doing this just so you guys can see. Apparently I'm getting 30 FPS right now. Yeah, the Embraer jets are great on X-Plane, man. One of the best planes. Alright, so runway 21, we're like right here. And then for our departure, go to GCN departure. It's gonna be the Grand 4. You can brief that real quick. So yeah, basically straight out at about 7,000 feet, all the way down to Bishop, and then we'll probably get radar vectors. We'll actually be told to go direct to on waypoint. This is kind of out of the way, but
Lineage 16 Bravo, contact tower on 119.0.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
over the tower, Lineage 16 Bravo. All right, no taxi then. Just gonna go straight there. All right, over the tower. And then that'll allow me to actually put in my departure frequency right now. So 124.85. 124.85. Oh no, wrong one here. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, let's gonna taxi over to the runway and we'll get our clearance for takeoff. Put this on flight plan. We'll monitor that. Actually, we'll put it on takeoff. Monitor that. And brakes released. Oh wait, you know what we forgot? The lights. Those lights. That's all we need. Let's go. Oh, this thing is nice. This thing is so nice. Let's do a quick drive-by. I'm flying to Portland. Look at this jet, man. Look at this jet.
King Air 22 Tango, contact departure. Over to departure. Senior T2 Tango, good day.
As far as we're going, I think. Look at the way that suspension bounces. Looks so good. So good. All right, we are holding short runway 21 at Bravo. All right, Grand Canyon Tower, Lineage 16 Bravo, holding short runway 21 at Bravo, ready to go.
November 16 Bravo, Canyon Tower, runway 21, winds 220 at 8, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 21, Lineage 16 Bravo. All right, I'm gonna sync my heading here as soon as I can find it. All right, let's go.
TBM 55 Tango Crack,
Alright, lights coming on.
55.5 Tango Quebec, taxi departing via Alpha, remain this frequency. TBM 55.5 Tango Quebec, contact ground on 121.9er.
Strobe lights on.
Parking via Alpha, remain
Probably should have went that way.
this frequency.
That's okay.
TBM 55.5 Tango
Don't forget to turn on FMS speed. Thank you. That's on. Right on time on that that tip. I didn't get to see much of the airport today since we're taxiing straight out onto the runway. This is a free airport, by the way, that you can get. Actually, don't even know where to get it. Just search X-Plane Grand Canyon, you'll find it. And I think I just pushed the throttles forward, right? That's it? Right? That's what I do? I think that's how it works.
Whiskey Alpha, welcome to Canyon. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Yeah, I think I just pushed it forward.
121.9er, give to Whiskey Alpha.
Piper Alpha 5 Tango, contact departure on 124.85.
Alright, throttle set. Yeehaw! Airspeed's alive. $80 knots. V1 rotate. Bye-bye. We up. Sick.
Lineage 16 Bravo, contact departure on 124.85.
Over to departure, Lineage 16 Bravo.
77 Juliet, contact departure.
Order departure, 77 Juliet.
Twin Otter 6.
Departure, Lineage 16 Bravo, climbing via SID, passing 80,000.
November 16 Bravo, Los Angeles Center, radar contact, cleared direct bias up, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Up to 260, clear direct by Lineage 16 Bravo. Alright, altitude sets. And we go to the autopilot. Because this autopilot loves to fly. Alright, flaps coming up at 180. And our second notch of flaps is going to come up.
Contact Los Angeles approach on 118.05.
118.05, Lineage 16 Bravo. Alright, flaps all the way up. Who we talked to? LA Center, Lineage 16 Bravo is at 10,000 for flight level 260.
November 16 Bravo, Los Angeles departure. Good evening. Grand Canyon, Tucson, altimeter 30.09er.
Alright, flaps are up. Let's get the lights off. Passing 10,000 feet. We'll leave the strobe lights and beacon lights on, of course. And we up. The beautiful thing is, since we're already past 10,000, so we're out of here pretty quick. And there's the Grand Canyon behind us. Looking good. Now we should turn around and fly right over it. And ladies and gentlemen,
November
the Lineage.
16 Bravo, Los Angeles departure. Climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb, maintain flight level 300. Lineage 116 Bravo. Out to 30,000 feet. There we go. We're passing 14 right now, doing speed of 270 knots. We're going to take a pretty hard right-hand turn in about 12 miles. Once we get up to cruise, I'll show you guys the super fancy, luxurious cabin. It's something you would expect to see like in Dubai or like in Emirates. You know what I mean? Like I almost flew into Dubai today because I was like, man, this feels like something you'd fly to Dubai. I'm not sure what the range is on this thing. I gotta find out what the actual range is on the Lineage. Like, how far can you fly this thing in the business jet configuration? I'm just gonna look it up right now. Lineage 1000 range. It can fly 4,600 nautical miles. That's pretty far. That's pretty far. Yeah, it's one of my not the Lineage per se. This is my first time actually flying a Lineage 1000 business jet. But the E-jets themselves from X-Crafts are, again, I said this so many times, one of my favorite aircraft to fly. There's a turn.
Lineage 16 Bravo, contact Los Angeles Center on 124.85.
Messed up my cinematic. Over to 124.85, Lineage 16 Bravo.
4153.
Alright, 128 something. 45, yeah. 124.85. Center, Lineage 116 Bravo, passing flight level 200 for 300. Oh, look at that. Look at her fly. I like that angle with the sun in the back. Like this angle right here. Actually looks really nice. The clouds in the background. 6,000 miles?
November 16 Bravo, Los Angeles Center, good evening.
Yeah, she's zooming. She is zooming for sure. He's zooming all the way to Portland on this day. But first, we get a quick look at the Grand Canyon. That really hard right-hand turn heading right back up north.
Meteorological condition to my destination airport, please.
Fox Charlie Papa.
I love the livery.
Albuquerque departure on
There's a few liveries that come with this plane. I think maybe like 5 different liveries that come with the aircraft. This is one of my favorite ones.
Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb, maintain flight level 400. Lineage 116 Bravo. There we go, guys. There's a final altitude 400. I've not actually flown this thing that high before. I'm looking forward to that. Alright, 400 is in the box. I did good, HD. I mean, the hardest part of this plane, believe it or not, is the takeoff sequence. Because, like, there's a few very specific things you have to do to make sure the autopilot does the rest. If you look here at our autopilot, or our main PFD, We have speed here on the left, autopilot, auto throttle, LNAV, and flight level change are all in pink, which is technically just means it's in VNAV mode. There is a VNAV button, but you don't press the VNAV button unless you want to basically like get out of VNAV and back in. It's kind of confusing. But point is, the hardest thing for me to remember when I step away from this plane for a long time is kind of the sequence for takeoff. Like as you saw earlier, before we taxied, we actually hit the arm auto throttle, right, which is fairly normal for airliners. We also went down here and we hit this black switch behind the lever, the toga switch. We did that while on the ground. When you do that, you basically activate, like, you arm like the VNAV and the LNAV all together at one time. And so, but once we took off and we got above a certain amount of feet, all I had to do is hit autopilot. I didn't have to press LNAV. I didn't have to press VNAV. I just pressed autopilot, and it's going to do the rest. It's going to fly us all the way to Portland and up to 40,000 feet, which is pretty cool. All right, and down below us, we'll get a quick look at the Grand Canyon. We are using ortho. I don't remember if I made this ortho, if I downloaded this a while back from the V-States pack. I can't remember where I got this ortho exactly, but this is the state of my Grand Canyon. Balatu42, you have a love-hate relationship with X-Plane. So do I, actually. I 100% am with you, man. Right now, I'm loving X-Plane, but listen, like earlier yesterday, I hated X-Plane. Like, it's moments like this when you're flying and everything is working where you're like, oh my god, I love X-Plane. But then there's other moments that other people don't see where you're having crashed desktops, scenery not working, scenery orders not working, planes crashing, like the various mods that you probably have installed not working, like stuff like that. Like, that stuff makes me hate X-Plane. In Microsoft Flight Sim, it's actually much simpler to set up your mod because all you do is you throw all your mods in the community folder and Microsoft figures the order out, right? In X-Plane, you have to like make sure things are in a certain order and your INI file and this and that, which is really, you know, once you learn it and understand it, it's not that difficult. But when you have a lot of scenery, it gets really complex. And although X-Plane is improving, right, and it's looking better every update, you still need mods, in my opinion, to really enjoy this sim to the fullest, in my opinion. And mods are really what make X-Plane special. And the same thing with Microsoft Flight Sim. Mods are what make Microsoft Flight Sim special as well. And so you gotta have mods, man. And it's just sometimes it's a bit of a hassle to keep mods up to date, especially with, like, you know, when I was looking this week at what, you know, airports I was gonna fly to in these streams, I had to go do research and find, you know, what airports are working still, right? Because X-Plane has been around a long time. And I think one of the things that's great about X-Plane, but also not great about X-Plane, is that it's backwards compatible. You could technically load a scenery from X-Plane 9. Like, some people in chat weren't even born back when X-Plane 9 existed. I've never played X-Plane 9. And so that's a good thing because you can still...
Los Angeles Center, roger.
What? Oh, I thought that was me. And so it's good in the fact that's a screenshot right there. All right, there we go. It's good in the fact that you have backwards compatibility, so you can load old sceneries into the new sim and they still work. Now, why would you want to do that? Because a lot of the old sceneries are not even worth downloading anymore. Like, if you're downloading a scenery from X-Plane 9 or 10, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Thank you so much for the sub. I think it says Ruben for the sub. Welcome to the blue team, my friend, and welcome to the night shift, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing really good. And so my opinion, honestly, man, is I think X-Plane needs to make some big changes, and I think they need to kill the backwards compatibility thing. Maybe keep it backwards compatibility for planes, because development on those has been really slow. Look at the Grand Canyon down low. Oh man, look at that. But for scenery, like, I feel like sceneries need to be let go. Like, the whole scenery system just needs to be let go and reworked and redone. That's my opinion. And I think the only way to really move forward and move forward with making like better better graphics and better tech behind the sceneries and the world of X-Plane is to kind of just discontinue the old tech. I think what's holding X-Plane back the most is the fact that they're compatible with tech from the 90s. You know what I mean? So that's why, you know, in Microsoft Flight Sim, we're having the issue right now where they said it was going to be compatible, but sadly it ended up not being. And, you know, there's a lot of new features, new tech that Microsoft 24 has brought that, you know, developers want to use. And so, yes, the old stuff works in the sim, but if you want to take advantage of all the new tech that's been included, you have to upgrade your scenery. Pilot Blake, yes, we're back in X-Plane again, man. I'm kind of in my corporate jet era right now. Yeah, I'm feeling these corporate jet flights, and X-Plane, as of today, as of right now, has the absolute best corporate jets. Blado says I had V8, V9 is when I really got into it. I used it to rerun lessons when I was working on my rotary private license. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I don't have any of those issues that you guys are talking about. I have clean X-Plane installed with minimum plugins. Well, that's why you have a clean install. I think if you run a clean install of X-Plane, you really shouldn't have too many issues. Honestly, you really shouldn't. It comes down to when you start throwing in a bunch of plugins at it, throwing a bunch of scenery at it, a bunch of layers of scenery at it. That's when you will run into some issues here and there. Like, for example, before yesterday's stream, the reason that I was late and Element had a first person look at this, because we were on like a Discord chat getting prepared for our stream yesterday, and I was ready. I was on time. I was actually proud of myself because I was on time. I was like ready to go on time, and the next thing you know, my scenery, like there's no buildings at my scenery. I'm like, what's going on? Like, why wait, this just worked. It literally just worked, and now all of a sudden it doesn't work. And what happened was I had to go back and re-download and install a plugin or a library called Open Scenery X, which is, you know, very, very popular library. Most sceneries, most freeware sceneries use this library to work, and I had to re-download it. So I re-downloaded it. It has its own installer, but guess what? It didn't install right. Why? I don't know why it didn't install right, but it didn't install right. I didn't find this out for at least 30 minutes because I'm trying to load in. I'm like, hey, like it's in there. I'm using X Organizer, which is an app that, you know, helps you organize your sceneries and plugins and stuff. So I don't really have to worry about ordering things and all that. But to shorten the story a bit, was troubleshooting, loading in the X-Plane over and over and over, trying to find out why it didn't work. We did a screen share with Element, my FO, yesterday, my guy was doing shared cockpit with, and I'm looking at his screen, at his folder, and he has like 12 items in his folder. I have like 6. I'm like, I'm missing half of the darn folder. I'm like, why did the installer not install all of it? So I go back, I delete everything, I re-download the installer, re-download everything, and then after that it did work. So just, you know, tech stuff, troubleshooting and tech stuff. And I honestly, personally, I'm not tech support. I could never do that job. I can't stand dealing with my own tech problems, let alone other people's tech problems. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you guys have an issue, I'm willing to try to help you, but I'm definitely no expert at that. And that white on white, all white Lineage 1000 behind the bright white clouds.
I'll be starting our snack and drink service. We've got some delightful options today.
Yeah, lighting looks really good, doesn't it? Yeah, the cloud's been hugely improved. Absolutely, man. You can barely hear me? Okay. Let me turn it down. Sorry about that, man. Check. We'll bring it down here. I think it's I need to redial in my TikTok audio, because it's not the same as the regular YouTube and Twitch stream audio, because TikTok has a different like mixer thing. So I gotta redial that in and make sure that's sounding good. I go back and watch past stream and see what it sounded like. But yeah, clouds looking good. Like, it's, in my opinion, I think the clouds look good like 80% of the time, I would say. And then there's sometimes you'll probably see at some point during this stream, they look a bit weird. Let's go to the cockpit and check on things. We are now cruising at 40,000 feet at Mach 0.79. Can we go faster? I guess we're on FMS speed, so we really can't. But if I switch to manual, we can actually speed it up. All right, in manual now, and I'm just gonna rotate this up to right below the barber pole, which would be Mach 0.82 for the speed, and we'll go ahead and hit standard on the barrel right there. And other than that, I think we are good to go. We are nice and high. We've already flown kind of past the Grand Canyon. Now we got this bit of a overcast sky. Based on Volanta, we're currently flying over. Actually, we're crossing the Arizona-Utah border here. Hopefully, the clouds kind of break up a little bit so we can see the scenery down below. But it's been showing to be a little bit overcast, at least high overcast, this week out here in the West Coast. But as far as flight time, we're looking at about an hour and a half from now. We'll be touching down in Portland. And again, we're using Say Intentions AI ATC helping us out. There is no VATSIM ATC online at our current location, although there is. Oh, that just changed. We might get ATC up ahead Salt Lake City Center here in probably the next 10 minutes. So we'll check that out. I'm gonna bring my speed back one notch because it is kind of poking its nose into the high speed section, but we're good to go there. Good to go. Nice. Don't give up trains, please. Learn things on the game I didn't know from you. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I got you, man. I'm really debating. I'm just gonna kind of give you guys what's in my head for the week. Obviously, we've done yesterday. We did X-Plane in the Challenger 650. Today we're in the Lineage 1000. I'm not gonna lie. After this flight, I might want to fly this plane again, but the commercial airliner version, which would be the E190 for like JetBlue or Breeze. Who else flies ERJs? Delta flies ERJs. So we might do that. We might not. That's not really on the plan this week. We'll see. Because I kind of want to also give the 777 another look in X-Plane. But beyond all that, obviously we'll do DCS at the end of the week. But that leaves me with one other day that's kind of free to do another live stream potentially. And that's where I want to dedicate the trains. So we'll either do Train Sim World or Run 8. I'm kind of leaning towards Run 8. Even though I know a lot of you guys want me to play Train Sim World. So I may do a poll, get an idea what you guys want to see. But I'm just going to check here. I think we're good. We'll leave that up there. We'll put our flight plan on this side of the progress page. There should be like a VNAV or a route page or something like that. Cruise, there it is. Cruise page. There we go. Alright, sweet. Sweet, we are back in X-Plane, in the X-Craft E-Jet. Oh man, it's a good time. It's a good time to fly. Look at the mountains of our right. Oh my gosh. Woo. Look at the mountains. Man. I wish the ground looked this good in Microsoft. You have Microsoft. You have X-Plane 12. Just don't have it installed. I don't see much point with the Microsoft Flight Sim Juggernaut. I get you. It comes down to it. You know, at the end of the day, my response to the whole debate between Microsoft and X-Plane is to just fly what you enjoy. If your X-Plane is working, and you're enjoying the planes that are there, then stick with that, right? If you're on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and you're enjoying the planes that are there, and that sim is set up and working fine and smooth, then stick with that, right? Same thing goes with Microsoft 2024. Because a lot of people are debating between 2024 and 2020 because not all of the planes are ready yet on 2024. And also, we're having mixed experiences. Look at those mountains, chat. Whew. We're having mixed experiences on Microsoft 2024. For me, it's working pretty smooth, but for some people, it's not. And so they'd rather do 2020. So again, at the end of the day, fly what works, fly what you enjoy. If you're like me, you don't enjoy sitting around tinkering and troubleshooting all the time. Like, I don't enjoy that stuff. Sometimes you have to do it to get that smooth experience. You got to put that work in. You got to dedicate that one day. You know what I mean? Oh, there's center contact. Asking us to contact them, so we'll switch over to center. What is the frequency? 1, 12575. Okay. Let me check something. Alright, let's try this. Salt Lake City Center, Lineage 116 Bravo, flight level 400.
November 16 Bravo, Oakland Center, good evening.
That's not who I want to talk to. 125,575. Let me check that again. 125. Oh, that's wrong. 125,575. Was in the wrong frequency. Alright, try that again.
Perfect. You can expect that.
Oh, it's a little choppy out of here, chat.
I'll have it lower later.
It's a little choppy. Look at that wing flex. Sheesh. Salt Lake City Center, November 116 Bravo, flight level 400.
November 116 Bravo, Salt Lake Center. Good evening. Welcome.
No squad code? Okay. He'll give me one eventually, I think. I will be with him for honestly the majority of our flight. He's going to take a big chunk of our airspace that we're flying today. So we'll be with him. His airspace is all the way from Nevada, Utah, all the way to Montana. That's a big old, that's a big airspace.
Altimeter 2978.
Do I have a cross the pond spot? No. When is cross the pond? And is it too late to get a slot? I kind of want to try this year. I've never done cross the pond before. I've never done it, and I kind of always wanted to. Maybe this year could be my year to finally join cross the pond. Let me Google it. What's up, Papucci? Welcome to the stream. K's Maze, you just got Microsoft Flights in 2024. So now you have 24 and X-Plane 12. Originally, I was going to get 2020 until my dad restarted the internet during a 20-hour download. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The 26th. Okay. Let's see. When is the 26th? That is not this weekend, but next weekend. Let's see what's available. I'm curious. Anybody in chat gonna do cross the pond? Any of you guys doing cross the pond? And if you do, what plane are you gonna fly? And if I were to consider doing it, what plane would I fly? You know, this actually might be pretty handy for PMDG, because if cross the pond is coming up, and also the 777-200 is coming up. See where I'm going with that? This could be a good opportunity for PMDG to soak in, you know what I'm saying, that bread, because everybody wants to fly the 777 on their long haul. Now, honestly, my first thought is I kind of want to fly the 350 on the long haul. That's kind of my first thought. The 777 is my second thought. And then after that, that's really it. Those are the only two planes I'm really interested in flying a long haul with. Maybe the A380. Actually, the A380 is a good option too.
Legion 1017, cross flight cap at.
I think slots open. I missed that. What'd you say?
RNF 20 approaching to Calistown.
Beludo says I couldn't stick with just one sim. They have all their pros and cons, especially with helicopters. I fly Microsoft Flights in 24, DCS, and X-Plane 12. Yeah, that's a really good point, especially for helicopters. There are definitely pros and cons for all types of aircraft. And like I said, you kind of have to find out which one you enjoy the most. Once you find it out, then you'll spend the most time with that. And at the moment, I spend the most time in Microsoft Flights in 2024. But there is definitely things that I do enjoy doing in X-Plane. And it's more particularly the planes. Like this plane is not in Microsoft. I don't think it's ever going to come to Microsoft, at least not in this state. Yes, we have an ERJ. Oops, I just pushed stop something. Did I just hit the autopilot on accident? I did. Ooh, crap. Alright, it's back. I was like, did I press autopilot on accident? But yeah, as I was saying, what was I saying? X-Plane, yep. Oh, pros and cons. Yeah, they all have their pros and cons. And for X-Plane, it's particularly the planes. Yes, there is an E-Jet or X-Craft or an Embraer E-Jet on Microsoft Flight Sim, but it's still, they're still working on the FMS and stuff and the coding and the systems. And they're gonna be a while, right, until they get that right. But we have this one, and I don't think this is ever gonna come to Microsoft. I would like it to, but don't think it will. So there's a few great planes in X-Plane, and sometimes you might just prefer some of those as well. But yeah, fly what you love, guys. Fly what you love. All right, let's see. Any departure? I don't know. So we got, I mean, it's a lot of slots here, right? We got Boston to Moscow. I have a feeling all the good ones are probably already taken. Like these, across the pond, it gets booked up. Every time I start thinking about going across the pond, it's already too late to book. Like, people have already kind of done their thing. We got, ooh, Miami to Lisboa. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Miami to Lisbon? What slots you guys like? I mean, anybody else doing across the pond? What do you guys got your eyes on as far as flights? We got Chicago to Dublin. There's some good ones in here. Detroit to Manchester. That's a good one too. I actually like that one a lot. I really like Manchester. I love that airport. Washington Dulles to Dublin. Seattle Tacoma to Manchester. That's a much longer long haul. Orlando to Lisbon. Any other places? It looks like it's mostly the same locations, which makes sense. We got Chicago O'Hare to Amsterdam. That's a good leg right there. That's American or United Ops. That'd be good. Uh, 24 was much faster to download, so you can embrace all the glitches and bugs. Yeah, 24 is a much easier download and yeah, data experience as a whole. Yeah, we're over the clouds. Yeah, if I do cross the pond, I guess I have to decide like today or tomorrow, right? Or like this week, basically, before everything gets booked up. I can't get over how much prettier the view out the window is than last time you played this. It is, though. It is. It really is. Looks good, man, doesn't it? Look at the reflection off the wings. Yeah, they did their thing. We got Chicago, Paris. That's a good one too. Man, there's some good options in here. We got Montreal. We don't have anything coming in from like anywhere near where I actually live, so that's fine. Bro, if I do a long haul stream, I'm taking the whole week off. I'm just kidding. Man, so this is across the pond eastbound or no? Wait, is this westbound? Oh crap, is this across the pond westbound, chat? Oh, it looks like it. Oh shoot, it's westbound. Okay, I don't know if I want to be a part now. I don't know if I want to fly westbound. You were gonna get Amsterdam to IID, came back in an hour and it was gone. You can do Miami instead. Okay, cool. Taper Town, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? With the fresh cut, we got the fresh cut today. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you, bro. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome aboard. And good luck on your own YouTube channel, man. That's my barber right there, by the way. So you know, if you need a cut in Houston, go to Taper Town. Yeah, we're live, guys, on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube at the moment. We're flying in the business jet right now. Matter of fact, it's a good time to show you guys the inside. Let's go do a bit of a cabin tour. Let's do a cabin tour. I've been leave you guys waiting long enough. So this is the flight deck. Of course, you guys have been seeing that already. We're good. We're cruising at 40,000 feet. And I'm gonna go back here. Open up the door. Oh, guys, I can't wait to show you this. All right, listen. I feel like I need some music. Let me play some music with this, man. I need some music with this walkthrough. Okay, not that song. Give me something good. I don't know. That might work. I don't know. I can't even hear it. Let's see. All right. So as you walk to the back, You have a couch. As soon as you get, there's a door right here on the right. You got a seating area right here with some cabinets. You got this couch, and it looks like it pulls out possibly too. Got a big old window shade. Actually, there's no window there, I don't think. No, there's no window there. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I gotta help you win your challenge, you know what I'm saying?
Legion 1017, go ahead.
Alright, so we got, this is like the galley area where like all the drinks are stored, all the snacks, the food, all that. We got a sink underneath that covering. We got a coffee machine. This is a real plane, by the way. Like, this is a real, somebody in real life is on this plane.
You have all the way till Evil to get to 10,000.
I want to know who they are and if I can ride. Alright, so right here we got the kind of the front area. And I guess, you know, of course, it's a fancy plane. Of course, you got fancy Fiji water in here too. You know what I'm saying? That's sick. We got open tables.
I understand what you mean.
There is an Easter egg. Every plane by this developer has Easter eggs. So if you guys see any, let me know. I have not found them yet. I don't even know where to look. I don't even know where to look. Yep, fold-out tables, super nice, comfortable. Not convertible. Fold-out. What do you call them? Lazy boy type chairs? Whatever you call them? Retractable chairs or whatever. Back here on the screen, very similar to the Challenger 650 we flew yesterday. We have this kind of this screen with our updates, so it shows our direction of flight. There's no map on it, but our departure was a Grand Canyon. We're flying to Portland, and this is our arrival time, or expected arrival time. We're flying 515 miles an hour across the Earth right now, and we're at 40,000 feet, or 39999 to be exact. Okay, can I click on this? Oh snap! There's a whole avatar in here. Lineage TV. Oh, that's sick. We can do all kind of stuff in here. Where's the map at? Map. I did not know. This is completely new. I did not know you could do this. This is cool. This is the actual working map. I kind of like the map better than like the kind of like vague information that gives you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna zoom out as much as we can so we see a good look. It doesn't give us our flight track, but you can see we're over the mountains right now of Utah, just south of Salt Lake City. There's California on the left. Really like that. Hopefully it doesn't crash. So yeah, we got that. We got a nice window view here of the engine from here. Check it out. Check that out. Check that out. Look at that windows. Oh man, that looks good. That looks good.
November 116 Bravo, we cycle transponder 7253.
7253, who are we? 7253.
I show you 5454.
Yep, 7253, November 116 Bravo. I forgot my call sign. Alright. That's in the box. Let's see what he says. Wait, who are we? I actually said that on frequency with the freaking hot mic. That's how I forgot. Alright, let's go back. Is it on VR? Yes, X-Plane 12, which is what we're flying right now, is on VR. Yep. It's not like on your VR headset. You have to get it on your PC and connect the VR headset to your PC to make it work. So it's not like one of those VR flight sim games. It's not like that. Anyways, we'll continue our tour. I love that window view though, man. That looked good. That looked really good. But keep walking back. Can I go faster? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. And here's the second cabin, and much more comfortable. You got, you know, same type of chairs. They kind of actually rotate. I can't click on them, I don't think. Nope, I can't. Again, we have these fold-out tables on either side. We'll be serving dinners soon. Yeah.
November 116 Bravo, thank you.
Alright, and then over here we do have a little thing, right? What's this button do? Oh snap, bro! The shades are like electric. I've never seen it before.
Delta 1042 Oakland Center is offline. Radar services.
Bro, I'm discovering all kind of stuff I didn't know about this plane. I didn't. That's cool. So there's a button right here. You click down and the shade goes down. Click up, shade goes up. He did his thing on this thing, bro. He did his thing. What I was actually coming over here to show you was this. So you have, what is this? I think it's the lights. And there's a call button too, it actually works. So in the nighttime, of course, you can actually see a reading light up here above, which is nice. And again, very nice window view from here. That looks darn near real right there, bro. That looks real to me. Oh, sorry. If I just leave it on a still shot like that for a second, like you, in certain angles, would think that was a real window. All right, let's keep going. Again, another screen right there. Now look at this. They're actually independent of each other. So I changed that one up there, and this one is still the same. So we're an hour, actually no, that's UTC time, 1 hour 30, here's the time it is. All right, let's keep going. So this is the cool part. We have a couch. There's an emergency exit, by the way, which I'm not gonna click on. A nice, very comfortable looking couch here on the left. Some pretty nice patterns on here. Look at the pattern. Look at that. Man, they really like Fiji water on this plane. What's up? Infrared heat signature is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Over here we have the best job in the world. Let's see, what is it? Can a flight sim change lives? Oh, that's Marco. That's the guy who made the plane. Is this the Easter egg? That's funny. He put him on. He put himself in the plane. Shout out to Marco though. Exclusive interview with X-Craft founder Marco Mamula. Best job in the world. I make digital airplanes. The world still doesn't understand what this man does for a living. Not a newsletter. How a simple email changed the game. Let's see what's over here. I'm on the lookout for an Easter egg here. Teen Queen. Okay, not sure what that's about. Alright, so we have our big flat screen TV here, right in front of the couch. Again, has this information, but what we just learned is we can actually click here and change this to something else. So that's cool. I'll leave it on the Lineage TV though. Imagine that being like a shot of like the tail camera or something like that. That'd be pretty dope. But yeah, the textures on the couch are definitely ridiculous, bro. Wait, we're not even done. There's much more to see. But you can see the cup is translucent there. You can see through it. Very well done, man. He did this thing, man. I remember when he first showed like little screenshots of this. I was like, wow, this guy's going all out on this thing. He's going all out. Another peek out the window as we continue. Am I gonna do any VFR flying anytime soon? Yes. I have. I've been wanting to do VFR flying for
Alexander, good evening.
like a month,
1405, flight level 30.
and we have not done it.
Southwest 1405.
I know this is actually one of my favorite seats. This is pretty cool. Check this out. So you know how we have the fold outs, right? Like this. That's cool and all. That's cool and all. But over here, we have the one that comes from the floor. Now, why we have both? Because there's actually both of them. There's another one on the wall too, I think. I don't know why we need both. We click here. Oh wait, does this not work?
Legion 1017, do you have the airport?
Okay, never mind. I thought we had both, but I guess this one does not come out. It just comes out from the bottom.
Legion 1017, cleared visual 20
Yeah,
approach.
that's cool. Another screen back here. Lots of screens on this plane. It's crazy for how many screens you have on this plane. The performance is pretty good. Another window seat. Looking good, man. Looking good. Pretty smooth now. Ride is definitely smooth out. Alright, let's continue. Again, we got some more nice, comfortable chair. All the chairs recline. That's what I was looking for. Recliner. That's the word I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. Alright, so let's go back to the back. This is my favorite room right here. Check this out. There's the bed. There's the bed. Alright, whose seat, chat? Who's claiming it? First one to claim it, you can have it. Let me see. Speak up in chat, whoever wants this. Oh, is this privacy door? That was an accident. Didn't even mean to hit that. But yeah, big old screen TV up in here. You can monitor the flight as you go. Again, very nice textures on this. You can't see it as well because the sun is not hitting it like it did earlier, but this is also very, very nice. Looks like infrared heat signature is first to claim the bed, unless you want to share it with Nathan, who was second.
Roger.
That is, I'll let you guys handle that, but infrared gets first dips on the bed on this flight. No, Terran Banks, this is not on the Xbox. But imagine just like sitting back here, you know what I mean? Like you laying down, you go to sleep, wake up in Tokyo.
Okay, you're well ahead of me.
You know what I mean?
Attention all aircraft, Salt Lake information Sierra is now current. 120 at 6, Salt Lake altimeter is 2.
So what we'll do is, courtesy of infrared heat signature in chat, we'll give you some privacy, man, let you get some sleep in. Look at that, a double shade. Oh, that's sick. Get some,
1420, I'm
some shade in there.
I've got
Nice and
Romeo,
dark.
I guess that's an hour old. Alright, Sierra, we got it. Roger, you still can expect runway 34 left. Can you accept the Delta 1420, can you accept the RNAV Zulu 34 left?
That's cool.
I'd like to accept the RNAV.
Alright, we have in this magazine. Let's see, anything interesting? Luxury flying experience.
Thank you, RNAV 3434 right for
Indians are
Delta
traveling more than ever.
1420.
Alright, A380. Love that plane by fly-by-wire, by the way. And then we have the Branagh. I'm not sure what that is. I'm looking for Easter eggs, chat. I'm on the hunt for Easter eggs. Anything on here looks off? Am I using a graphics mod? No, this is all vanilla, man. All vanilla. Alright, one more place to show you, and I don't know if the door works. Does the door work? Can I go back here? Yeah, nope, this is as far as the camera will let me go. But I know that you can go back here, or behind this wall. So actually, this right here is actually a glass. You see this right here? This is glass. And you can see inside, like, the closet. They won't let me go back there. But that's basically it. That's the cabin. Again, very well made. Well, we'll leave infrared to take his nap on the flight. Let us know if you need anything. We'll ask. Matter of fact, we'll ask her right now. Hey, Emma, can you make sure to close the privacy doors to the bedroom in the back? Can I check outside, see if I can see the window blinds? Yeah.
Delta 1420, continue on the Utes 1.
I'm not sure if she knows how to respond to that. Oh, I forgot I turned her off. I turned off say intention, so she's not going to respond. I forgot about that. I forgot. But yeah, man, this cabin is pretty cool. This is, I mean, you can fit a lot of people in here. How many people can you fit in this thing? You can fit, we have 14 passengers on this particular leg. But it's pretty cool, man. I've always wanted to be on a business jet, but I've never seen one this large. I'll make our way back to the front. We'll just skip up there. Alright, just gonna do a quick check on our flight. We're still cruising at 40,000 feet on our way to Portland, doing Mach 0.81. We are on VATSIM under Salt Lake City Center's control. It is showing here that it doesn't show us the top of the center or anything on this page. Let's sync my heading. Go. Alright, cool. Alright, you want me to check outside and see if the blinds are there. Looks like they are. Yep, they are. Looks good too. Alright, I have a better view of that. Let me see. Yep, there they are. Those are the blinds to the bedroom in the back. Anybody want to look up this tail number? PRLJT. Somebody look that up for me. PRLJT. Let's see what this plane is flying in real life. Let's hunt it down. Can I play Train Sim World sometime on live? Yes, absolutely, Jacob. That is the plan. Later this week.
Roger. Runway 20, clear to land.
That is the plan. All right. Well, we're cruising. Looks like we have probably like an hour left, right? Yeah, I don't think exactly an hour left. What's funny is right up ahead of us, there's a Citation 525 flying to K-BAM, and he's only at 4,000 feet right now, but he's up ahead of us on VATSIM. Adam says, go to the X-Craft settings in the EFB and go to cockpit brightness or something like that and change it to natural to get rid of the dark cockpit. Oh yeah, HD mentioned that to me earlier. It's not going to break everything, is it? Return to EFB settings. Show reflections, show Easter eggs, use general avionics, realistic CDU key, use wheel covers, LED strobe, use SATCOM. Yeah, we use that. Plugged windows. Where's that option at? Oh, ambient lighting. Natural. Okay. Let's see if we like that. That is very bright. Jesus. Like, I feel like I need somewhere in between. I feel like that's too bright. That's very bright. Let's see. Natural, default, which I think is dynamic, right? Yeah, dynamic. What do you think, chat? Which one do you like better? The regular dynamic one or the natural one? I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's too bright. I feel like it's too bright. ERJ. I'm gonna Google it. Get a reference photo. E190. Cockpit. Actually, this one is closer. This one is closer to the real thing. What's missing in this is shadow. There's really no shadow happening. Like, you see how the sun is blaring at us? Right from here? We should see really harsh shadows all underneath here. And that's what's like, if all they did was add shadows, which I don't know why they're not there already, it would actually make this look a lot better. What's up, Cass? Welcome back to the stream, man. Hope you're doing all right, bro. If I put on dynamic, do we have shadows in here? No, there's still no shadows. It's just flat. So, I don't know. I don't like either, to be honest. I'll put it on natural for the sake of your request. Paragon, welcome to the stream, man. Is this easier to run on low mid-range PC? No. Microsoft is easier to run on low mid-range PC. This is actually harder to run than Microsoft. And it looks good though, right there. Look at that. That looks really good. And over there on the right, you can see the mountains and stuff. We cruising, chat. We cruising. Can't have shadows with the sun at your face. Cass says, I disagree. XP runs better than Microsoft Flight Sim. That's because you've been having all kind of Microsoft problems lately. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's relative, right? Some people might run better than others, but I don't know, in my experience, Microsoft has always run better than X-Plane. But X-Plane is improving. Man, that looks... I'm taking a screenshot of that. Hold on. Let's go into screenshot control mode. We'll use a depth of field effect. And I'm going to change the focus distance. And the F number. That looks fire. That looks freaking fire. Can I post a link to the plane? Yeah, I forgot to do that again today. I do apologize. I will find it right now for you. You can just Google X-Crafts. I'm just gonna go to the website. Let's see. X-Plane, E-Jets family. I want to buy. Buy now. Here's a link. Oh, yeah, here's a link. Well, do you want this particular plane? Dang, $75. Sheesh. This thing's expensive. I did not know how much a plane cost. I bought the pack. Did I buy the pack? Or was I given to me? I can't remember if I bought it or I paid or if it was given to me. Either way. Sheesh. $75 for this bird. I'm gonna drop the link to their whole page here in the chat for those who want it. Yeah, what a view is right. And since I'm here, I'll drop it in my description where it should be, instead of the Hot Start Challenger that's in there right now. I forgot to change that. Been a bad streamer this week, forgetting to put things in the description. Here we go. Alright, it is now up to date, guys. Alex, let's go outside for a second. Are we over Utah still? Let's see. Yeah, no, we're over Nevada right now. Flying over a place called Battle Mountain. Iowa Scotsman, welcome back to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. DeBarkus, Microsoft Flight Sim runs much better. The people that have X-Plane running better are the exception, not the rule. That is a fact. That is a fact. You're gonna go grind some 2K. Thank you, man. Well, I'll see you later, man. If you have time, we can. Do I have time actually? I might not have time myself, but if we both happen to be on late tonight, we can play against each other. I know we have a game to play against each other on 2K, so I guess I'll let you know. But we're right Central Nevada right now. And it's looking good.
November 9 Whiskey Lima, Salt Lake Center. Do you have voice?
Yeah, what a view, Paragon. What a view. What a view. It should be, honestly, this whole flight should have views, man. This whole flight. Kat says, even after deleting and reinstalling my sim, it's better, but X-Plane runs much better for me and is much smoother experience and no stutters. Yeah, I think it's some people it's different. It's different for some people. Because right now, like if I don't touch anything in my sim, X-Plane is running butter smooth as it is right now. Whatever my settings are, I don't even know what they are. I haven't looked at them in forever. But if I don't mess with nothing, they're working just fine right now. Microsoft 24 is working pretty good for me right now as well. It's pretty smooth and not having any issues. 2020, I have been having a few issues, but that's because I've been trying some new mods and stuff that I think are causing it. That tail number is sitting at Guanambi, Brazil. Landed there 4 days ago. Huh. Where did it come from? Monorific Quarter Block says I just got done playing MLB 25. I'm a little jealous. I actually want to play MLB 25, but I can't because it's not on PC, and I don't want to buy it on console. So, that sucks. You bought the pack and got the aircraft for free. One of your favorites. Oh, sweet. Trent 13, if you didn't see my answer earlier, this game is VR supported. You're not going to find it on a VR headset. Like if you're talking about like the standalone VR headsets that come with its own VR games, it's not a part of those. But if you buy this game on PC, like on Steam or wherever, and you have a VR headset, you can plug in your VR headset in and fly in VR. Yes. Same thing goes for Microsoft Flight Sim.
Delta 1420, turn left heading 070, vectors for the Arnav Yankee, 4 right.
Is it ever gonna come to PC? Because they never brought MLB 24, the show, to PC. So I feel like it's gonna be just like forever a console exclusive. I don't know. I'm not following the news on that, but they don't seem like they want to bring it to PC. Nathan says, how come nobody told me about this plane? Have I not told you about this plane? I remember you used to fly the Legacy 650, which is also a really cool plane made by X-Craft. I'm kind of hoping that I hope that next, after he's done with the E-Jets, I hope he goes back to the, what does he call them? But they're kind of like E-Jets too, but they're not E-Jets. They're something else. What does he call them? The ERJ family is what he calls them. So this is the E-Jet, but then there's also the ERJ family, which is the E145s, right? But the business jet variant of that is the Legacy 650, which in my opinion is a really cool private jet. And it looks really good on X-Plane 11. I don't know if it works on 12 or if it's supported. The plane flies just like this one, even though it's a bit of a different shape aircraft. It obviously will feel different, but it looks more like a business jet than what this does. It has the engines in the back and stuff. Look it up, guys. Look up the Legacy 650. Really cool business jet. And I absolutely love that plane in real life. But I hope that he updates it so it works better in 2020. Oh, sorry, X-Plane 12. One of my favorite real life business jets, actually. One of my faves. But yeah, we're looking good, man. This plane is pretty dependable as well. They're not releasing it for PC, just PS5 and PS5 Pro. Yeah, I think it's a stupid decision. Why would you take a sports game and make it console exclusive? Like, who do you think you are, Spider-Man?
Delta 1420, thank you.
Like, I feel like every game should be. Like, I understand if you make it Xbox specific or PlayStation specific, but at least bring it to PC. Fighterware says it was first seen near somewhere else in Brazil. Yeah, I think you see more. I think you see these more often in Brazil because this, Embraer is a Brazilian, company. So you'll see more ERJs and Embraers out there than you see in the rest of the world. So it does not surprise me that you may see more of these out there. I can't say that I've ever seen one of these in real life, but it's really cool. What if I did cross the pond in this? What if I did cross the pond in a business jet? Like, I'm weird like that. Like, I like to be different. Like, we're gonna have thousands of people crossing the pond. You know what I'm saying? In A350s, 777s, A330s, a bunch of wide bodies. What if I showed up in like the smallest freaking, in the smallest, like a Vision jet or something stupid? No, I'm not gonna do a Vision jet. That'd be too slow. But you get my point. You know what I mean? Well, one of the reasons they said is because mouse would be insanely easy and accurate. Online, on, and off. That's a stupid reason. because they think PC games are gonna have an advantage. That's stupid. He's gonna update all the ERJs and the Legacy. Sweet, nice. That's good to hear. That's good. In the spirit of St. Louis. That would be ridiculous, man. No autopilot for freaking 10 hours or however long it would take us to get across the pond. I'll go back to that website though. I don't know. I'm a little turned off by the fact that this is across the pond, westbound. As many of you know, going westbound across the Atlantic Ocean takes much longer than going eastbound across the Atlantic Ocean. So like, it may take you 6 hours to go Boston to London, but coming back, how long is that flight? Like 8? It's longer. It's significantly longer. So I don't know if I want to. If I do, it has to be like the shortest one. Man, I'm debating. I mean, I know it'd be fun. It'd definitely be fun. It works, but it has issues. I think they were working on V2 of them for X-Plane 12 native. Okay, gotcha, Steven. And you're talking about the ERJ family. Yeah, I don't know, man. These are some long flights. You flew the Lineage 1000 a couple months ago to London City. Oh, that's cool. That's a good flight. That's a really good flight. That's a really good one. All this techno music. What's up with that? Let's try this one. I can barely hear it. Bring X-Plane down since there's nothing happening. I haven't heard ATC in a while. Is he still on? It's kind of slow actually in his airspace. He only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planes, 6 planes in the Salt Lake City airspace right now. That's a big airspace. So it's like Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, a piece of Oregon, and Montana. But I think his main, where he's gonna be most busy, is gonna be around Salt Lake City, of course. That's the most popular airport in his airspace. Oh, look at that sunset. Looks sick. Man, look at the ground underneath this. Give me a quick second. I will be right back. I need to check on something. Check on the doggies. Alright, I'm back. We need this jet in Microsoft Flight Sim? Absolutely. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You know, that'd be actually pretty cool. Fly the Challenger 650 for long haul and cross the pond. That'd be cool. I've seen people do it before. I don't know, I feel like for my first cross the pond that I've never done one before, I should at least take an airliner out, right? The clouds are thinning out as we get to northern Nevada. Pretty soon we'll be crossing the Nevada-Oregon border. Something stuck in my teeth. I grabbed a pork chop from the FO, or I said the flight attendant back there. It's good, man. Real good. Element says you've managed to stop the crashes by turning off Sim Update 2. Wow, so you're saying that you think that Sim Update 2 may have caused, because you were saying earlier that Microsoft itself was crashing your entire PC. That's crazy. Edmund says he would want to fly a Bombardier Global 7500 flying at Mach 0.92 across the pond. That's what I'm talking about. How fast does the citation longitude go? Cause like I want to fly a jet that can like cut down my time, not extend it, right? Like if I'm gonna fly a business jet across the pond, I want to fly something that can go above Mach point like 9. Simper5 is in the house. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by, man. And great stream for yourself a few hours ago. Having some fun in the F-18 in DCS World. We'll be back in DCS on Friday. Is my depth of field turned on? It looks a bit weird. It is, that's why I look weird. What do you guys think, chat? What do you want to be left on? You want the window seats? That looks good. Actually, I think I might make an executive decision here. Okay, so I made this view so I could like do this right here with track IR, like look both ways. That's kind of dope. The longitude won't take you further than London to New York, and you need favorable winds. If you're flying westbound, you'd have to fly the longitude like London to Bangor. Gotcha. Oh, the longitude only goes 0.83? Really? Huh. I need a citation X. Okay. Wow, the citation X goes Mach 0.935. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We need to fly that. We need one of those. I'm liking this window seat from the left, man. This is kind of fire. I can't decide. This is my problem when this is my problem when I fly. I can't decide what view I want more. Like, they all look so good. The sun's setting too, so it's getting a little bit darker down there. So I think the angle is me looking towards the sun, where we get the shadow over the mountains. So I'm gonna do this view right here. We'll stay right there. There's a citation X coming. Is that the one coming from Flight FX? Like I said, I'm in a heavy business jet mood right now. Like I'm like already thinking about what business jet I'm gonna fly next. Like I'm thinking like about updating my Learjet 45 for Microsoft Flight Sim and flying that baby. Longitude is not one of my favorites. We flew the Citation CJ4 kind of on accident last week. I really wish the PC24 was working better. Maybe they fixed it. There've been a couple updates to Sim Update 2, so maybe it's working better now, but I had to test it off stream first before I bring it to the party. Do you need a good CPU and GPU to run this game? Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Brody. Yes, you do. The C750 does 0.95. Okay. Do I prefer old school business jets with steam gauges or newer planes? Newer, for sure. I prefer the newer ones. Like the Learjet, I don't like that it has such an old style cockpit. Like I like the Pro Line 21 style. Like what we have up front is not the same in this plane. This plane is much different. But like the Challenger 650, the one we flew yesterday, I like those avionics. The ones we have in the CJ4, I like those. The one we have in the Piaggio, it's all the same one actually. I don't actually mind the avionics in the Longitude. I actually like the avionics in the Longitude. I just don't like how they simulated the Longitude. I think it could have done better. Wow, you can, man, I did not know the Citation 10 was so strong. You can cruise at 50,000 feet. Wow. Yes, there's a good Lear 45 for MSFS. Is it the 45 or 35?
Thank you for Sierra. Runway
I think it's 45.
left, taxi.
We're about to have both. Let me check. Let me double check
what
before we have MSFS Lear. It is. Oh, sorry. It's the 35. It's the 35. My bad. The 35 is by FlySimware. I need to update it. Let me go do that right now. Go download that update because it should hopefully fix the autopilots. But I think somebody else is making a Learjet 45. We don't know when that's coming, of course, but yeah. I mean, we've been talking about this. We've been doing a lot of business jet flying lately, and every stream we start talking about what business jets we wish were in the sim because we don't have a whole lot. I think one that I'm really looking forward to is the Phenom 300 from FS Reborn, and he's been taking his time. I shouldn't say he's been taking his time. I know he's been working very hard at getting it coming out, but it's taking it longer than I hoped. There you go. Yeah, Lear 45 is coming from Just Flight. Yeah, there's actually pictures online of the Learjet. Is it pictures? I think there's like development pictures of the Learjet 45. Yeah, LJ 45 Professional is what they call it by Just Flight. There's obviously no date, but there are a few kind of teaser screenshots of the early look at it. I can drop the link to that right now in the chat if you haven't found it already. Boom, there it is. And for TikTok, boom, there it is. But yeah, that's the Learjet that I thought we were getting when we got the 35. I didn't realize that the one I wanted was the 45, but this one I'm looking forward to for sure. And I think to a lot of people, they're like, hey, what's the point of getting another Learjet? Well, this one's pretty different than the 45 avionics wise, and even the exterior looks much different. It doesn't have the tip tanks on there, it has the winglets, it has a little fins in the back. This is the Learjet we've all wanted. This is the one, I think, isn't this the one from FSX, right? I think. Which is like, yeah, like the first plane I ever knew of as a kid because of FSX. Greg Hill, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome back, man. Am I gonna see you again at Expo this year, man? In Providence, you coming through? Gotta get you in a video, man. Edmund says he wants to see some regional turboprops. Like what? Like what do you want to see, Edmund? I like turboprops too. I would actually like to see the Dash 8. We're missing that. I don't even know if anybody's making that right now. Oh, this is the song right here. Oh yeah, let's. All right, while you answer that question, I'm actually gonna vibe on this for a second. All right, I'm gonna sip on this one right here. Whew. This is like the perfect song to be in a business jet, man. I'm running back. No, you won't be able to send a link on the chat. What are you looking for? I can find it and maybe post it. Murph Finator is in the house. Welcome to the stream, my man. We were literally just talking about you, not on stream, but me and Nathan were talking about you. How you been, man? We haven't talked in a while. How's things going? How's your flight training? What's up, bro? Welcome back. Good to see you. Welcome to the night shift. Enjoy. Later, that is great, man. It says you've been slammed, but working as a CFI. Well, first of all, man, we haven't talked in so long. I want to say congrats on becoming a CFI in the first place, man. I'm hoping the best for you and your students, and hopefully you get the hours you need to get the job you want. It's a whole different party now. Alright, we'll bring that down though. On the track. Let me hit that harmony on him. Oh boy. Let me hit that harmony on him, boy. Let me run it back though. I like that other song better. Anyways, yeah, seriously though, congrats on the CFI thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even started yet, bro. This is what I do right now. I mean, I fly virtual planes. I got my virtual CFI. Yeah. No, I am not using auto ortho. This is the old school V states from Vertical Sim. Shout out to Vertical Sim. He used to have a pack where you could download every state on its own. Sadly, that is no longer available. It's been discontinued, but I still have the files. So that's what I'm using. I tried auto ortho, wasn't a fan, and so I do not use it. I was just recently turned on to map enhancer. It looks like a pretty good option. I've seen some good screenshots with it, so I'll say take a look into X-Plane's map enhancer. It might be a good option for you if you're looking for some ortho. Nathan says I'm about to crank this up and wake up everybody in the house with your fans, I'm sure. You're gonna send a link to the Just Flight Learjet. I think I already dropped that in chat, Steven. I could drop it again. Let me see if it has to have. Oh, yeah, there it is. Did X-Plane get an update? Mine doesn't look that good. Those clouds and shaders are crazy. Yes, was it last week, chat? There was a new update to the beta, which was a massive lighting overhaul. So now it looks a lot better. Yep, I don't have any visual mods, no reshade, nothing. I mean, the only mods that you see on screen right now is the plane itself is of course a mod. Does not come with the sim, and then the ground textures are a mod. Everything else you're seeing on your screen, there are no other mods being used. Our departure and arrival airports are also mods. Those are added to the sim. But yeah, I don't have any mods. I've not used mods like visual. I've not used visual mods for X-Plane since X-Plane 12 came out. When 12 came out, I swore I was not gonna use any more visual mods, weather mods, you know, all that. Like I was like, no, like it should just work. I leave that on the hands of the X-Plane developers themselves to make the sim look good. I should not need reshade and this and that to make it look better. It should just look better. And so that's what they're doing. They're making better. So the next step is going to be for them to improve the ground textures by default, right? Captain ACQ, what ortho do I use? We were just talking about it. I have these states. So this would be, I think we're flying over Nevada right now. So this would be technically the V states in Nevada we're flying over. Actually, no, I'll take it back. We're actually now over Oregon, and we're pretty soon, we will be switching over to, what would that be, Washington Center, I think? Yeah, I think Washington Center will be hitting next, because we're almost out of the guy's airspace.
Aircraft calling Salt Lake Center, takeoff again. Go ahead, United.
And the view in the Oregon should be pretty beautiful as well. We'll brief our descent in a little bit. We'll probably be descending in the next 10-15 minutes. Right now, we're enjoying the view.
Not a problem. Yeah, just continue.
You see, I'm in a jazz mood now. Like this little song put me in a jazz. Let me see if I can find like a whole jazz playlist. So what's this right here?
No problem at all.
I can do it. That keeps you going. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. But yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's going on. So if you've been away from X-Plane for a while.
Bravo, Seattle Center, Alpha, radio services, terminated frequency change. Advise you is approved. Have a good flight.
Frequency change approved. Thanks to the ATC, man. November 116, bro.
Take care.
Alright, so I'm going to show you guys something really cool. We're going to test it and see if it works live here. So we just got our frequency changed from Salt Lake City Center. Because we're flying out of his airspace, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop back on say intentions. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go down here. We're actually going to go ahead and put in 122.8, which is UTACOM for VATSIM. And once we reconnect to the sim on say intentions, it should detect that we have a flight plan on file. Once it catches up here. Trying to find the perfect angle. I think it's outside.
November 16 Bravo, Seattle Center. Expect the Hood 5 arrival. I'll call your descent in roughly 5 minutes.
Copy that. We'll expect the Hood 5 arrival and what was our close?
Nobody is listening on 122.8.
Where are you talking to me from? 124.85. Okay. I'm like, how are we talking? 124. Yeah, there it is. I just did it. So we were on VATSIM, and we got our frequency changed to Unicom because there's no more VATSIM ATC, and say intentions detected, right, that we had a flight plan and we're coming from VATSIM, and it went ahead and gave us, you know, an update, which is cool. So
November 16 Bravo, Seattle Center. Not seeing you on radar. Cycle your transponder and ident again for me.
So we go back to the one we were using earlier. That's not it. 5454. All right, cycling transponder and ident for November 116 Bravo. How do I ident in this thing? Oh, right here. That's so freaking cool. This is why I love say intentions, man. Like, I'm not just gassing it up, man. Like, it's actually good.
November 16 Bravo, Seattle Center, radar contact. 10 miles south of Inshallah International Airport at flight level 400. Heading 323. Seneca altimeter 30.01.
Come on.
333. Contact
Come
Seattle
on.
Center on 128.15.
That's sick.
128.15.
Yeah, you're right, Murphinator. X-Plane is actually starting this week, starting to kind of rival Microsoft in the visual department. I have a video coming out hopefully soon. If we finish this stream early enough, I may attempt to finish that video tonight. It won't be out tonight, but I'll attempt to finish a piece of it. I think it's going to be an eye-opening video, so I want to get that done as soon as I can. But yeah, it is. It's looking good. It's looking really good. Oh, platform altitude. Right. All right, how are we looking? Okay, all right, well, we're getting really close, actually. Top of descent. Probably should have paid more
Lineage
attention
16
to
Bravo.
that.
Contact Seattle Center on 135.45.
Over to 13545. Lineage 16 Bravo. That's Seattle Center?
Yeah.
Seattle Center, November 116 Bravo, flight level 400.
Expedite Air 2811, descend and maintain flight level 310 for lower
Bring
headwinds.
music down here.
November 16 Bravo,
here.
Seattle Center, good evening.
If we look at if we zoom out, can I zoom out anymore? I can't. Look at the flight plan then. Let's go to flight plan and find out what our bottom altitude is. Uh-oh, did I not? Is there not an arrival in here? Oh. Uh-oh. I don't see an arrival in here. Oh, crap. I could have swore I had one. Runway 28 right. ILS. Schaefer. Star. Hood 5. Jotba. Fly. Activate. Where are we now? Yeah, I could have swore we had done that. Maybe it was.
Seattle Center, Aeromexico 2245 is with you at flight level 410.
Aeromexico 2245, Seattle Center, good morning.
Alright, Greg, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro, saying hi. Good to see you, man. You've been using X-Plane, but for the flight model only. You use Microsoft Flight Sim due to the insane quantity of aircraft they have. Yeah, it's actually funny because before, right, like a couple years ago, we were talking about X-Plane in the other way, like where X-Plane had more aircraft variety, but now Microsoft is now overtaking X-Plane on that side because there's so many developers developing so many things, so many sceneries, so many planes that, I mean, almost everything we want, we have in either Microsoft 2020 or 24. And X-Plane really hasn't released a whole lot of planes since Microsoft has kind of come out. We have the X-Crafts family of E-Jets that have been updating and coming out over that time. We had the Flight Factor that finally came out with the 777, which is good. We have Tolis, who's released a few planes, but we've really only had 3 or 4 developers producing high-quality airliners. We've had a few people making like GA planes.
Center, good afternoon, Alaska 19,
the Torque Sim 525 is another one of those, which I need to give another look at. Now that this update's come out, I need to give the 525 another look at.
Avid 925, Seattle Center, good evening.
Over to approach, 118.1, Alaska 19.
Does the torrent for V-State still work? If it does, there's actually a couple more states I want to download. If it does actually work. I could have swore I had it downloaded. Let me know where to find that, by the way. Because I had it, and the one I have,
Bravo, Seattle Center.
I don't think
descend
works.
via Hood 5 into Portland.
Alright, we'll descend via the Hood 5 into Portland, November 116 Bravo. Alright, we are descending, Jack. We are descending. Yeah, let me know if it works, Greg. Let me know. Because last time I tried it, it did not. But again, I might have a different version that you have. So I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I don't want to confirm that it does.
Delta 1209, Seattle Center, contact Salt Lake Center on 128.05.
But like, I'm missing a few states. I'm missing Oklahoma.
Delta 1209, thanks.
I'm missing Kansas.
Delta
and I'm
1238,
missing.
speed 250 knots.
I'm missing a couple other states. I can't remember what it was.
Delta 1238.
Portland. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
I wish Microsoft Flight Sim had large business jets. I heard there's a Citation X in the works and a Challenger 350. Yes, we were actually just talking about that. There is a Citation 10 in the works and a Challenger 350. I'm not sure when we're going to get those. We should get the Citation 10 pretty darn soon. And by soon, like in the next
Bravo, not
month
seeing
or
you on
so.
radar. Double check 5454, ident again.
Okay. He's not seeing me on radar for some reason, which is weird. Radio. Oh, it says 6-4. Interesting. 5454. Alright, we are squawking 5454 and ident. November 116 Bravo. Can you see us now?
Lineage 16 Bravo, radar contact. 6 miles west of Land's End Ranch Airport at flight level 370. Heading 355. Dayville altimeter 29.906. Clear direct Jotbier.
Nice.
Lineage 16 Bravo, not seeing you on radar. Cycle your transponder and ident again for me.
I think that's an old message right there.
Lineage 16 Bravo, radar contact. 8 miles northwest of Land's End Ranch Airport at flight level 370. Heading 332. Dayville altimeter 29.907. Clear direct Jotbier.
Bonanza Tree 59er.
Clear direct Jotbier. Lineage 116 Bravo. Yeah, we're already doing that. We're already direct to Jotbier.
Maintain 6000, Bonanza 359er.
Alright, so this plane, as I said earlier, has auto throttle. It has VNAV. So all I had to do was change my bottom altitude, and the aircraft is already descending. So I'm just going to continue to descend or lower that much more. I've got a flight plan here, and we'll take a look at what our bottom altitude is actually going to be. It's like it's going to be around 2,000. So we'll try that. We might do higher if need be. So 2,000 is set, so the autopilot will take us all the way down to 2,000 feet, and then we'll actually try to capture the ILS, which is the plan. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and brief our descent and arrival into Portland. So right now, we are with Seattle Center. We're descending via the Hood 5 RNAV arrival via Jatba. Jatba is the first waypoint on the arrival. That's going to take us all the way down to Schaefer, which will be the first waypoint on the approach of the ILS 28 left. As far as the Hood 5, there's quite a few restrictions for that. The first one's going to be at Jatba at or above 24,000 feet. The next one's going to be at Soda at or above 17,280 knots, and so on. I won't read all of them to you. And then the bottom of the actual arrival is going to have us stopping at 6,700 feet at 210 knots when we meet Schaefer, which is the first waypoint on the ILS. From the ILS, looks like it's going to be localizer 110.5, which should be automatic in this plane. We can double check that. Go to radio, and 110.5 is actually not automatically on there for some reason. It should be, but it is not, unless I have a different ILS. Let me check what ILS I chose. Was it 28?
Ready to check 13545.
I got you loud and clear on 13545. Oh, I picked 28 right. That's why. Let's change that. The 28 left. So it is automatic. I just chose the wrong one. And Schaefer. Apply. Activate. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now when I go to radio. Yep. It still says 103. Just gonna manually change it. 110.5 is the one we're expecting for the ILS 28 left. There we go. And the CRS will be 283. Other than that, we're good to go. I heard Element on the radio. Shout out to Element. I was gonna say this earlier, but I feel like a lot of you guys who have been around the channel for a while, you know, you guys have graduated high school and now you're all CFIs. I just got a message from the homie Aviation 360. He apparently just passed his CFII. Right, the multi-engine is II, right? He finished his multi-engine CFI, which I think is his
Bonanza 359 or contact Seattle Center on 132.6.
Yeah, so congrats to him. You'd love to fly with me in the Learjet 45 or 60. Yeah, man. Whenever that comes out, we'll definitely do a flight. I mean, trust me, bro. I'm excited for that plane, too. So when the 45 comes out, there'll be multiple streams on that plane. Yeah, you're right. A lot of devs kind of did jump ship from X-Plane when Microsoft came out because, yes, at the end of the day, let's be honest, that's where the money's at. Microsoft is where the money's at. And, you know, can't deny it, right? People got to do what's best for them and their families. So, HD Sim says, I think X-Plane has the best bizjet out there, like the Challenger 650. This one, the Citation X. I have to disagree with you on the G5s, though. I'm going to have to disagree with you on the G5s. I don't think those business jets are good at all. But I do want to see a Falcon 8. Is the only Falcon 8 we have? Is it still the Coronado? That's like Falcon 7, isn't it? Isn't it the 7X? I don't know. But we definitely need some Falcons, man. We need some Falcons on both sims. Like updated, new, high fidelity Falcons. I believe some developers don't really know what planes we truly would like to have that might not be talked about all the time. Yeah, that's possible. I could see that being an issue. All they gotta do is watch live streams. Listen, watch any flight sim live stream, and you will learn very quickly within a couple streams what the community wants and what they care about. You know. If you want to make a business jet, go find somebody flying a business jet. in a live stream, and I guarantee you the topic's gonna come up. It comes up every time we fly business jet. You know, what business jet do you want? And we go in and talk about it. Same thing for airliners.
Bravo, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250 knots. Oh, Lineage 16 Bravo. I forgot we're on manual speed. I forgot to change that back.
High speed.
Put the speed brakes out.
High speed.
Lineage 16 Bravo, radar contact, 7 miles west of Putnam's Airfield at flight level 270, heading 290, Mount Vernon altimeter 29.904.
Alright, speed brakes are out. Not sure whether they're still giving me radar contact. CFI is instrument. Oh, okay. Multi is MEI CFI. Okay, so he just got his multi CFI thing. So it's not II. I thought it was II. Could I do more shared flights? Like with the actual shared flight program, or just like more shared cockpit flights? Because yes to both of those. The Falcon X is not in the works anymore. Coronado only made the Falcon 50. That's what it was. It was the Falcon 50. Why did they stop the Falcon X projects? Why? That was supposed to be an amazing plane. They put a lot of time and work into that thing, and now it's just dead. Like, what the heck? Owls FS is in the chat. What's up, man? Welcome aboard. How'd you like DFW, man? I saw I was in there for the beginning of your stream. You fly on the 321 over out of DFW. I gotta admit, I might be tempted to pick it up since I am from Texas. I don't fly to DFW too much, but mainly I don't fly there because the scenery's always been bad. So, you know, if I have a good scenery, I think I'd actually fly out of there more often. Plus, I don't fly American Airlines that much. It's just not my favorite American airline. I'd rather fly United or Delta, flying an American carrier, or Frontier, or Spirit, or Allegiant. I like American sometimes, but I gotta be in the mood for it. The torrent is down, but the Google Drive is still up with most states. Am I allowed to post a link? Oh, you are not? Let me see. Can I like give you mod real quick? Like, can a mod post links? Let me see. Where are you? So I would love for you to post that link for all of us. Because I do want to download a couple more states since I'm on vacation in X-Plane this week. How do I make you mod? Are you okay with being a mod, Greg? Do I have your permission? Put user in timeout. No, I'm just kidding. Add as moderator. There you go. Managing operator, standard operator. Yeah. Also has to go standard moderators. Let's just go with that. I'm not sure if that works or not. Let me know.
Bravo, speed 250 knots.
You know, I'll give Owls mod. He's always around. What did he say? Speed what? What did he say?
Descend via hood 4 for the ILS runway 28L.
Speed 250 knots, Lineage 116 Bravo. What do we got right now?
631, descend and maintain flight level 230.
So we'll do manual then, and we'll slow down to 250.
118.7. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Delta 631, descend
Alright, so far, if we look at S248, that's good. If we look at our track, we're right on point here as we're passing 19,000 feet. Let's get the weather in Portland. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. It's almost over. And honestly, I have I feel like this has become too much of a trend of mine. I say this, I feel like before every landing, and I've always say I've not landed this plane in a while. It's true though, I've not. I think when I did my test, all I did was start the plane up. I didn't take off. I did land this plane. Wait a second, I think I landed it like 2 days ago, but one landing. Anyways, let's see. Winds are 330 at 6. 10 statute miles, view 25,000, temperature 17, dew point 07, altimeter 300.
50 Hotel Romeo, Seattle Center. Good evening.
Alright, we're good there. 250.
Seattle
Libero 3000. That is set. VNAV still taking us down. There's 18,000 feet as we speak. We're on a VNAV path. We're tracking. Scenery's looking, or the sun is looking very nice. I don't remember Portland being this brown. Oh, nice. It worked. I might pop on that. I have the Google Drive. So I'm gonna see if I can get Oklahoma. I'm missing Oklahoma. I need Oklahoma for my ortho, and I need Kansas. Those are the first two I'm gonna download probably tonight. I'll probably download them overnight tonight. Oklahoma and Kansas, and see if I can get those downloaded and installed in my X-Plane. So I have a big, massive hole of where I don't have any scenery. It's kind of annoying. I actually have an OKC scenery, but not ortho for OKC. Owls, are you planning on doing across the pond? We were talking about it earlier. I'm not really sure if I want to do it or not, because it's westbound, and that's, you know. Alright, there is one of the mountains. What mountain is that? Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good. Do I ever feel extremely unprepared to fly a plane while on stream? Yes. Yes. Yes, I try to limit those. I try to limit how often that happens. I've been in that situation enough times to try not to be in that situation. So usually if I stream something, if I stream a plane, I've probably done a test flight at least at some point during the week before that. Like, for example, like this plane is one of the planes that I'm kind of intimidated by, because the E-jets are not like any of the Boeings or the A320. Like if I'm flying an A320 or Airbus or a Boeing, like they're all pretty much the same, you know? So I know those really well. But if I go fly a E-jet or a CRJ or a Piaggio or a Citation, like stuff like that.
Bravo, contact Portland approach on 118.1.
Oh, we're to Portland approach on 118.1, Lineage 116 Bravo. All right, and what is the? I don't have it. All right, cool. Portland approach, Lineage 116 Bravo, descending via the Hood 5, and we have the weather.
Lineage 16 Bravo. Expect the ILS runway 28 left approach into Portland via Shafar.
Alright, we'll expect the ILS 28 left into Portland via Schaefer. Lineage 116 Bravo.
November 16 Bravo, Portland approach. Good evening. Portland altimeter 29.97.
Oh, that's actually different than what I had. 29.7. Alright, that's in there. Is there a terrain radar in this thing that I can get? We might need it. Weather, FMS. I don't know how to turn on the terrain radar. It might be in here. No, it's not. Doesn't matter. We're good. We're good. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the sun actually kind of flickering because it's kind of like it's trying to hide behind that cloud up ahead. Alright, it's getting a bit greener now. Off on our right, we see one of those massive mountains. I think this one might actually be on our left. This might be Mount Hood, I think. I think this is Mount Hood. Because this is the Hood 5 arrival, so wouldn't it be flying right next to the mountain called Hood? Got a lot of gangs on that mountain. It's like, yeah, a lot of poor people live on that mountain. It's the Hood, right? Let's see. Struggle, man. I think it is Mount Hood. Yep, that is Mount Hood at 11,240 feet at its peak. And on the right, there's another one behind us. What mountain was that? I'm not sure what mountain that was. So far, so good, though. Beanie Baby Gaming, you're doing what? You said you're doing it. What are you doing? Doing it, and doing it well. Is that how it goes? LIAN is playing better than Morpheus. If you do not, I will unsub. All you need is a 130. Challenge accepted. Shout out to Morpheus. Let's do it, bro. I'm down for some competition. I'm very competitive. So we'll make a bet, Beanie. If I get
Lineage 16 Bravo,
I'm definitely gonna lose this.
And maintain 6900.
Down to 6,000 feet. Lineage 16 Bravo. I don't know if I'm actually gonna beat it. I'm not that confident, but I'm down for the competition. So if I do not get less than negative 130,
descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Lineage 116 Bravo. If I don't get less than 130, sorry, on the LIAN rating, then you can unsub Beanie. Only Beanie though. This is not for everybody else.
Bravo, maintain 6,000 feet.
Oh man. I did. I said I'm doing it. We're still following the arrival, so say intentions does get a little iffy sometimes during the arrival phase. I wish my Orbix True Earth Oregon worked. Alice's I will as well. Alright. Like you're subbed already. Beanie wants to do Amsterdam to Toronto, aka opposite of Alice last year. No one take my flight, please. Yes, I do have a custom scenery for Portland. I have the Mr. X scenery, the free one.
Hawaii 97, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Screenshot. Screenshot.
Climb and maintain flight level 210, Hawaii 97.
Oh, what the heck? My shades are down. Come on, up, 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 up. There we go. There we go, and screenshot. Sun is setting on us.
Ready. Hey folks, as we make our final approach into Portland, please ensure your electronic devices are turned off and stowed away until we've arrived at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away and adjust your seats to their full upright position.
What's up, Zach?
Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Upon arrival, our airline staff will provide information regarding your connecting flights. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yes, Mr. X was hired by X-Plane. So Mr. X is now part of the X-Plane dev team, which is amazing. I'm really curious to know, like, what exactly is he gonna do? How is that going to affect us, you know? I'm actually really curious how that's gonna, like, what is he gonna work on?
Direct to climb and maintain 14,000, Delta 2360.
Let's check our speeds here on his arrival. We might have to slow down to 210.
Delta 2360.
And that is correct, down to 210.
Delta 2360, say again. Lineage 16 Bravo, direct Shafar. Cleared for the ILS runway 28 left approach, Shafar transition.
Alright, cleared direct Schaefer. Cleared ILS 28 left Schaefer transition. Lineage 116 Bravo. Alright guys, we've been cleared for the approach. We're already set up for it. The plane's doing its own thing, so we'll pick up when we get a little closer. But at the moment, we're good. We good, flying right above these clouds. Sorry, right above these mountains. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I do. That link should be at the bottom somewhere of the description. But I've not been very good at updating my description as of lately, so it might not be there. If it's not, you can type in !Discord in the chat, and Nightbot will get it for you as well. But yeah, the scenery we're flying into is one of the old Mr. X free Portland sceneries. He has this one, he has Phoenix, Boston, and there might be a few other ones out there that are free that are still available. He actually updated the Mr. X scenery library, so any sceneries that use the Mr. X scenery library honestly do look a lot better in X-Plane 12. Mr. X is in charge of the next gen scenery for X-Plane. Oh, cool. I'm looking forward to seeing whatever that means. Alright, making a left turn. We're now flying over Schaefer at 6,700. The autopilot's doing perfect. That's exactly where we were supposed to be at this point. Our next altitude restriction is going to be on the on the approach of ILS 28 left. We've already gotten the radio plugged in. Looks like we're going to be down to 3,700 at Hipster. And we'll also hit approach mode here a little
Alpha,
bit.
contact Seattle Center on 128.15.
128.15, Papa Alpha.
And the airport should honestly be following that river right there. Wait, HD had his face on the podcast? Whoop. When was that? I've never seen HD reveal his face on any videos or streams. I missed that one. Alright, the pressure's on though. I gotta beat 130. I gotta beat Captain Morpheus. I'm gonna lose all my subscribers. Gotta start all over again. So I have to butter this bread. I think what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna put the butter in the microwave, get it nice and soft. You know what I'm talking about, chat? You know what I'm saying? Chef Blue, about to be cooking in Portland. That's what we're about to do. Call Dave Ramsey. Wanting to, oh, look at that flicker. Alright, I think we're all set up though. Just gonna double check. We're at 50. Yeah, we're good. I mean, we got the bottom out to put down. We're turning now at ready. The next waypoint is hipster. Our speed looks good. One thing we didn't really do though is the arrival stuff. So if we go to perf landing, we didn't do this stuff. We can do this actually over here. Hopefully it's not too late. Portland, there's landing weight. I don't know, the landing weight, estimated landing weight is gonna be 77,434. 77,434. Runway is going to be 28 left. Flaps will be full. We'll do reverse thrust, yes. Winds right now. And Portland is showing 330 at 6. So 330/6. Enter. Temperature is 17. Enter. QNH 3000. Enter. Compute. And it's going to give us, send it to the FMS. Go to our FMS. Go to data link. Load our V-speeds for landing. Back to perf.
Caravan 956
Back to landing.
Echo. Portland departure.
It's now there, so our final approach speed is 119. Pretty darn slow. Let's bring our speed back here manually. And we get some flaps down.
Caravan 6 Foxtrot Echo.
And we hit
Contact
approach
Seattle
mode as
Center
well.
on 124.2.
Approach. There's approach mode. Approach mode is armed. And there it is. Localizer has been captured. And it can be 1 notch of flaps. Alright, let's get the sounds up in the game. Or in the simulator. And we are on final. Alright, we'll get ready to get passed on to tower here in just a little bit. Which I'm expecting to be maybe 118.7. No, actually 123.775 might be what we get. We'll see. Flaps 2. Alright, approach speed is way down to 115. Let's get speed back.
Lineage 16 Bravo, contact Portland Tower on 123.77 by EIA.
What did he say? Over to tower on 127.75 by EIA. Lineage 16 Bravo. Okay, that was interesting. Portland Tower, Lineage 116 is on the ILS, runway 28 left.
Lineage 116
November 16 Bravo, Portland Tower, wind 345 at 6, runway 28 left, cleared to land.
310 at 6, runway 28 left, clear to land.
28 left, cleared to land, Lineage 16 Bravo. Wait, is somebody down there? Oh crap. Oh crap. Chat, VATSIM is on. Hold up. That was VATSIM talking to me. Is it the same frequency? It actually is 123.775. That's hilarious. I was talking to AI and a real person answered. And I'm all confused. Okay, drop the gear. Bruh. Bye. Alright, speed comes back. More flaps. Alright, there's a glide slope. Flaps are full. We are showing 6 miles out on final. Jacob Bowman, welcome to the stream, man. We're almost done. Airport is right there. Look at this scene right here, though. Look at this. This is sick. This is sick. Nice. Look at that crab. Mr. Krabs. Alright, we're in. Let's get in the game here. Alright. Last final approach speed set. Clearance has been received. Flaps are full. Gears down. Indicate 3 green. And approach mode is on. We're on the ILS. We're talking to VATSIM now, not saying intentions. Yeah, close say intentions.
Right.
Yep, I did.
For runway 38.
Alright. Should we fly from here? I think we should.
Caution traffic on the parallel.
Autopilot.
My controls.
Right downwind for runway 28 right. Report midfield traffic copy for November.
Got somebody landing on the parallel or taking off on the parallel. One or the other. Alright guys, my controls, I'm flying. I got the auto throttle still on though. I hope that's okay. I don't know if this is a auto throttle landing plane or if I can just do it myself. We'll see. Let me know now if I can or not. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Alright, the goal was to be Captain Morpheus 130 feet per minute. We're going to butter it. Not feeling too confident, but I'm going to try my best. Alright, a few reds there, we're a little low.
500.
500, continue. Beautiful approach, man. This is nice. Alright, 2 white, 2 red. If I want to see.
Approaching minimums.
Light slow.
A little low.
Minimum. Minimum.
200. Light slow.
$100.
Light slow. Light slow.
50. 40.
Throttle.
Light slow.
30.
Throttle.
Light slow.
20. 10.
Come on. Put her down. Put her down. Put her down. Alright, reverses are not working, are they? Nope, they're not. That's fine. We'll do manual braking. There's the brakes, you can hear them. Okay, in up, reverses.
Down November final to right.
November runway 28 right, clear for the option.
Alright, let's get ready to copy. Taxi here.
And Lineage, Bravo, exit when able, safe parking.
Exit when able. Requesting parking over at the FBO. What's this problem?
16 Bravo, taxi to GA via Bravo, Echo, Alpha, and Alpha 3.
Alright, over to GA via Bravo, Echo, Alpha, Alpha 3, Lineage 16 Bravo, thanks. Let me find out where that is. I wonder what my landing rate was. I don't have the plugin. I need to get the plugin again for the pop-up on the screen. He said Bravo
General Aviation.
Echo. Okay, so that's right.
To GA
to the left.
turn Alpha 3.
And then Alpha.
Alpha 3.
Alpha 3. Okay, I see where we're going. I see where we're going. So this should be Bravo here, and then that's Echo right over there. It's painful while hearing the brake screech like that. I love it. Alright, let's see. We need APU. And we turn the landing lights off. We'll leave the nose lights on for taxiing. Actually, I think we already have that up here. Yeah, we do. And the strobe light's gonna come off. And welcome to Portland, chat. Got here right before sunset. Yeah, send Morpheus the clip. I'm not sure what my land rate was. We'll see. Hopefully Volanta captured it. I've been having some issues where Volanta has not been capturing my landing rating on X-Plane lately. So hopefully it captured that one so we can have proof. But it felt good to me. I mean, we kind of floated a little bit there at the end. I was making adjustments for wind correction, and whenever I do that, I kind of balloon a little bit off one of the wings. So we kind of did that, but I wanted to make sure I didn't smash it. You know what I mean? Alright, fly-by. Wow, look at those lights. It looks horrible. Lights. Let's try that again. We taxiing fast. Flaps up. Yeah, I want to do it because I think we had our taxiway coming up. A bunch of Southwest planes on the right. Speaking of AI traffic, again, if you are a partner of Say Intentions, today you get access to the Say Intentions traffic injector, and I took a sneak peek of it before today's stream. It looks really good. So if you're the kind of person who likes to have some traffic in your sim while you're flying on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 or 24, then definitely check out the Say Intentions traffic injector. Not only does it put AI traffic in your sim, but they also talk. Like, you also hear them request pushback, request taxi, request takeoff. And you'll see the planes act like it's not just random AI planes everywhere, right? They're actually flying somewhere. They're actually talking, and they're also being sequenced with you as well. So if you call for clearance, you might get clearance after one of the AI got their clearance, or taxi or whatever. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. So I'm only thing is, though, you can't stream it or make content of it yet. It's an alpha. Even though it's like a public alpha, they don't want people streaming it yet because it's not done. Basically, they want people to try it so they can iron out the problems with it. Let's go ahead and finish getting the APU turned on here. Alright, APU's coming on. For some reason, 2020 doesn't want to load after the startup for me. I don't know if that happens to anyone else. Chat, anybody else having that issue? Alright, this is Alpha 5, bro. We are smooth on this taxi. 30 knots. Why are we going so fast? Is auto throttle still on? Shouldn't be. We are moving quick. I'm in 5th gear right now. I am, bro. Freaking F1 track out here in Portland. That would be fun, though. They should definitely turn an airport into an F1 track. They've actually done that already for IndyCar. IndyCar has a track. I can't remember what track it is. I think it's like an old airport that's no longer open. But, man, I would love to freaking just drive as fast as I could around the airport. That sounds fun. So we will try to watch the replay. It should work. I think it should work. We'll park, probably shut down, and then we'll try to see if the replay works. All right, the next taxiway is Whiskey. After Whiskey, we have Alpha 3. Bro, wasting no time, man. Our passengers got places to be, people to see. Alright, we'll get on the brakes here. This is our turn. What's up, Trey? Blythe? Welcome to the stream, man. Watched a few of my Train Sim Road videos. Thank you, man, for watching the videos, and thanks for stopping by the live stream. I am planning to do a Train Sim live stream later this week. I do not know yet what I'll be flying, but I am planning to. I think GA's parking is on the left, actually. Yeah, it's over there. I'm moving, don't worry about me. You're good, bro. You're good. You're good, Owls. You're good, man. I mean, this is what they call GA parking, so I guess this is the spot. Flying a train. Yep, I fly trains sometimes, yep. I fly trains and drive planes. Yep. That's what I do, man. I drive anything that moves fast. Alright. Let's set the brake. Maybe. Maybe not. There it is. Alright, brakes are set. APU is running, and I'm actually going to not shut the engine down. Is that you in the Cessna? Let me see. Bro, get Jet Blast. Get Jet Blast. Come here. Come here. Get right there behind me. My taxi light off. It kind of bothered me. I know this is not going to work. Toga. Wait, is it working? It's not working. There you go. Oh, sadly, I guess VATSIM doesn't take wake turbulence. I know X-Plane like supports it, and so does Microsoft. But for whatever reason, I didn't work. All right, I'm disconnect from VATSIM. Thanks for coming and joining the Jet Blast podcast. That's a great name for a podcast, honestly. Jet Blast podcast. It's a dope name for a podcast. Somebody's gonna steal that. That's okay. I'm not gonna use it. At least I don't think so. All right. Let's see. Can I end my flight and actually know what my landing rate is right now? Is that a thing I can possibly find out and figure out? Or do I have to shut the engine off? We'll hit end flight. Let's see. Review. What was my landing rate? Chat. You got any proof? I'll take a screenshot. Or I'll just show it on the screen. Hold on. I'm just gonna show it on the screen. Alright, Captain Morpheus. Just got served, my friend. Let me see. Screen cap, screen cap. Where's the screen cap? Display. Oh.
Attention all aircraft. Portland International information go. Current altimeter 3000.
So I gotta move all the behind the scenes stuff off the screen so I can show my screen. Wait, am I showing it already? I am. I am showing it already. Okay, well there it is. 76 landing rate into Portland. That's for you, Captain Morpheus. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Dubs in chat. Dubs in chat. We win. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close Volanta out. Oh, not that. I'll do this one. Nope, not that either. Where is... There it is. And we're going to try to watch the replay. I need to go get something for my wife as well. So if it works, I will leave you guys on the replay for a bit and I'll come back. So don't worry. Let's see. Flights. Is it flight? View? I have a button for it. It's that. It's that. We'll kill the butt kicker. Don't need that. The charts, don't need that. And hopefully this works. Did I rewind it or should I just click? I'm gonna rewind. Uh-oh. Am I planning to do more Pilot Life episodes? I need to. I have one on the stove right now. I've been cooking. I just I gotta finish editing it. I'm just gonna hit this. Okay, that works. Oh, sweet. There we go. Like I said, guys, I got to step away. I'll just step away here. So I'm gonna rewind it pretty far back so you can watch it from the belly cam. Yeah, right there. Oh, user, what's up, man? Thank you, man, so much for being Portland Tower. You surprised me. Yeah, shout out to user 5679931179090. Thank you, man, for on TikTok for being our Portland Tower today. I appreciate it, man. All right, that's good. That should give me time. I'll be right back. Enjoy. Alright, now I need to see the landing because I didn't see it. How was it? Whoa. Catch you later, man. Bring the sound down a little bit. For everybody who's heading out, thank you guys so much for watching. Just gonna watch the replay a few more times before I head out myself. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and flying with us along from Grand Canyon to Portland today in the Lineage 1000 Embraer business jet. This is a lot of fun. Let's see what this landing's talking about. What's up, Maverick? Welcome to the stream, man. Bit of a crab there, bit of a crosswind. And you can see me correcting there, coming down the left wheel. Oh, yeah, that was good. Okay, I'm down. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's watch that from the wing view.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
Oh yeah. Bullets deployed. And the physics in X-Plane. You can't beat the landing physics in X-Plane. Watch it from the outside view. Check this out. Check this out. It's gonna look good right here. I can already tell. And play. What was it? It was a negative, I closed the allowance already. Like 87 or something like that? Yeah, a little bit too much flare there. I overcorrected. We were on track to be just fine. Looks good. 76? Okay, got it. Sheesh, look at that. Man, it looks good. Man, that looks good. Man, X-Plane's looking good. Period. X-Plane is just looking great. I watched from like a bit of a tower style view from wide open. Up, come on. There we go. Was a beauty, yes it was. What did I do? I'm zooming out. I don't want to zoom out. Bro, it's getting hot in here. My PC is like blowing hot air on me right now from this replay. Alright, let's watch from here. Oh wait. That works too. Love the suspension on landing. Look at those F-15s in the back. I didn't know that Portland had F-15s. Y'all see that? There's a whole squad of F-15s in the back. The 142nd Fighter Wing. I have to look into that. That's kind of cool. This is an actual flyback camera now. Let's try this. What's a bar? What did I say? love it. All right, well, chat. It's been fun. It's been real fun. See. PDX delivery flight in the F-15EX. I'm down. I'm down. So, again, I'm not sure if we will be live tomorrow, but if we are, we live at the same time in the same place. We might show up in X-Plane, we might show up in Train Sim. It'll be a surprise for all of us because I don't know either. But guys, it's been fun. Thank you so much, Biddy Baby. I'll check Discord. We'll take it out of here. Greg Wholesome, Element, Hamish, our PDX Tower, JT810. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. I should do like a Lil Wayne outro. Here we go. Hold on. Baluti. Z-Sim Pilot. Element, don't shoot him. BKJ Blueface. I see you, my boy. Free Owls. Zeron Mac. Simplify. Micah Ornsby. You know what I'm saying? Fly DC Jets. Mavericks Gaming. Yep. Trey Blythe. Keep doing what you're doing, Caitlin. Start. You know I gotta thank HD Sim on the 1s and 2s, you know what I mean? Anyways, until next time, do what you wanna do. Be what you wanna be. The Drought 3. We out. Ow! Let's go. I freaking nailed that. I'm out for real. I wasn't even on camera for that. Anyways, all good. I see it. See when I see it. And if I don't, I don't. We out.